Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello and welcome to another installment of the Sim Racing World Thursday night track racing night. Look, I tried to go with something starting with T. That's about as good as I could get. Anyway, we are coming to you live from Phillip Island to start things off tonight with the SR8 Radicals Championship. And, well, if we didn't say radical enough last week, radical. Yeah, I think it's going to be a radical race.
Yeah, it should be, yeah. It rhymes with radicals, rattle gun. Yeah, it all rhymes, eh? That's all I've been hearing all this week, but yeah, it's good to be here on Thursday night. One of my favourite nights next to the old rattle gun. The excitement energizes Bunny. But yeah, what do you think of the track, Scott?
Yeah, look, I mean, I'm in for another good race. I think it's going to be another banger. The Radicals always provide banger racing. I think it's another one of those tracks that really suits the cars. Right, so we are into qualifying. Tyres are on. We're slowly coming up to temperature in terms of the fuel burn, the mixture and everything. Drivers have just set off to start their laps now. And who's at the head of the queue? Is that Scotty Cal qualifying?
Oh, look out. What's going on?
I see a C. I'm assuming that's Scotty Cal.
Yep.
It is. It is indeed. Scotty Callahan out on track, performing a qualifying lap. I am thoroughly confused. I wasn't prepared for this.
We should just drop dead right here, Scotty. Rest in peace. Honestly, it's good to see him qualified though, finally.
Yeah, you're not wrong. All right, so we're going to settle ourselves in and see what comes our way. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't gotten yourself acclimatized to the Radicals so far, well, this is the SR8 Radical. It is a Hayabusa GSX 1000 engine slapped alongside of a Hayabusa GSX 1000 engine. That's right, two of the bastards. You didn't think one was enough? And, yeah, so at the end of the day, that is what they are. The motorcycle gearbox in the middle, tons of downforce slapped around the car. That is Scotty Cal.
Yeah, there he is. Talking about qualifying, just often in the weeds, you know, just normal stuff. Scotty.
Talent. Absolute talent.
Yeah, strategy, mate. Strategy.
Strategery. If I've learned anything from NASCAR, it's called strategery, my friend. Strategery.
Should be a good night, though. Where's Ray Oliver sitting? P2. 123-1, Ray Oliver. Michael Cuttajar. P1. 122.
Cuttajar. We haven't had fun with that yet. I'm disappointed in both of us.
We make fun of everyone, and what's going on? No Cuttajar. I feel bad because I'm going to get clobbered in Discord tonight. So
tonight, you know, I thought it was every night. Anyway, off and on, tyres are starting to come up to temperature. So
that's interesting. Cuttajar's gapped him by a bit.
Yeah, he will to start off with.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Ray Oliver to just smack out a good time. He's been doing really well just everywhere across the board right now. He was doing pretty well in the GT3s last week. So it's good to see him back in the Radicals, something different. Nathan, wow. 123-1, not far off Ray Oliver. Wait for him to come across the line. Ray Oliver's only improved by a 10th. Who else are we looking at? Oh, Cowie's just on the side of the track, waiting for everyone to go by. Yeah, Jack on screen there. He's been doing quite well too. I commentate on Friday night, seeing them. It's kind of funny, isn't it, Scott? You kind of just see everyone bounce around everywhere, and you're like, oh, now they're in this car, now they're in this car, now they're in this car. It's like, oh, just stay in one car, boys. It's quite funny.
Yeah, look, I understand where you're coming from, but yeah, no, they're you know, you've got to be out in multiple different cars. You've got to be ranking up your skills, shall we say, across the board. Basically, you've got to be learning a few bits and pieces. You know, you've got to be pushing on. You got to be teaching yourselves a little bits and pieces. The best part about the Radicals, obviously, it's drivability. It's such a fun little car. It's a Formula 3, but with character is the way that I like to describe it.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I'd totally agree with that. I think it's a I think it instead of the, I mean, I think you pretty much nailed it. Like, oh, someone's off. Who was that? I just saw a bunch of. Oh, that's Cowie. Yeah, Cowie's in the weeds. What's Cowie doing out there?
You won't want to tow either, so we want to make sure that car's still looking nice and pretty. That's on board now with Michael Cuttager, who is turning a lap.
Puns intended. On a Jar Jar. Oh, he's gonna hate me.
Yep, I hate you already.
Oh no. Mate, what do you expect? I guess we should thank our sponsors as well. DSL Welding Services obviously sponsoring our round, or the whole series I should say, in the championship for Radicals, and Warner Brown Tools for round sponsor.
Yeah, also a big shout out to Melville Equipment Corporation, Lord Dragon LC, Toyo Sim, and Racecraft Simulations. That is the sponsors right across the board, ladies and gentlemen.
Tell you what, the list is growing. Hopefully it just goes bigger and bigger. We're gonna have to.
Alright.
Cut a jar. He's 5/10 quicker right now. That's
Yeah, so continuing to set purple sectors, and he will continue to do that the whole session long as that fuel load continues to burn out. So that's what he's targeting at the moment.
Now, I'm just gonna have a look. Dean Sinkovic, it's good to see him on track. 124 flat he's done. He's actually in a decent little pack there. Oh, Scotty Colliger. Scotty, I'm just gonna call him Scotty at a Star Trek. He's off in the smashed in the barrier. Brad Wall, what is he doing? He's just sitting in the pits. What's going on there? Daniel Fritz, 123.9. Who else can you know, Scotty? I'm sitting here.
People left, right, and centre, really, isn't there?
Yeah, it's a bit of a. It's funny about qualifying, isn't it? You kind of just sit here and watch them go around and kind of pick up a couple of tricks and stuff like that, eh?
Yeah, I mean, for now they're just sort of chilling out. Everyone's sort of off in their own. I'd be wanting to be in one of those groupings personally, just because a little bit of extra draft, a little bit of pushing yourself on. Cuttager's continuing on with the purple sector spree. Another 2 purple sectors slapped together. I'm actually interested to see why Scotty Callahan hasn't responded yet. So he set a qualifying lap and then gone back to the pits. That's why.
No,
Cuttager will go fractionally faster again to improve upon his best lap.
Have you seen where he's been recently? He's been just doing 4-wheel driving in the dirt. Oh, someone off there.
Well, he won't have enough time to get back out, warm those tyres up, and get on with it. So that'll probably be it from anyone who's now run wide. There's a few drivers in pits. Is that out laps I see from a couple of drivers as well? That's a bit late for me. I don't think those drivers are going to be able to improve.
Oh, hang on. You know how you were talking about pack drafting, I'm going to call it. Jacques and Ray Oliver, P1, P2 and P3. How's that? They're in a bit of a little slip. That's good. Talking about slipstream. Nathan P4. Good to see him there. Bradley. We've always seen Bradley up there. No shock horror. Another weird thing. No, I've been seeing Adam Hughes in everything right now, and he hasn't touched the Radicals. Always found that weird. All Jacks around.
Adam's not much of a Radicals man.
Man?
Yeah, he's not. No, not really. That's just not his forte.
Yeah.
Just not a car he races a whole bunch. He prefers to race GTs.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, how's he in the Cup cars right now? You can't stop him in the Cup car. Like, I mean, I think he's one of those guys we were talking about this a while ago. Like, he's just I think the cars he drive are just small, nimble, and light. Like, the 2 Porsches, the Honda, as we know what he races, like, small little nimble cars, and he absolutely blows them out of the water. Who else is? Wayne Edwards, Sinkovic. I'm surprised there's no Steven Sinkovic. Should I say that or no?
Yeah, so Steven Sinkovic unfortunately not able to partake in tonight's proceedings. Just personal issues, obviously families and whatnot. Incredibly busy. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's such as life. He's and I mean, he's taken away. Somebody in charge took away his beloved SR10 radical. I think is probably the bigger reason it's not out there.
He spat the dummy and that was it. No,
Yep.
Not doing the radicals anymore. No. Adajar he hasn't moved any, like, he hasn't found another 10th, but I'll tell you what, he's sitting in a pretty good position in P1. Ray Oliver's still hunting him down. About 5/10 roughly. Ray Oliver still hasn't got his practice lap time down. He did a 1:22 in practice, 0.6. Adajar's actually went faster in qualifying than his practice. That's normally the opposite. The other way around, I should say. Scotty Callahan hasn't moved. Bit of Fritz. Saw him doing a bit of practice before he jumped into here. Getting some laps down. Bradley Mays just off the track there. I think he's just calling for a pit to go back to the pits. There's nothing really going on. It's quite relaxing.
No, yeah.
It's good. It's good to see. But we know your voice is going to be wrecked by Porsche cars.
Yeah, I mean, you got to save it up, right? Got to save it up for the important shit.
Oh,
Important stuff, yeah.
Important stuff. Important stuff. Yeah, yeah. Into the treasure.
Look, it's been a while since I've actually put anything in that one, so yeah.
Said
all
that
right.
on Sunday night.
Yeah. Look, you may as well. Look, if you're gonna do it once, you may as well double up, right?
Yeah, you might get going.
Yeah. So anyway, such is life.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, qualifying starting to come to a conclusion. 2 minutes left on the clock, and what are we at? 1:30 on the lap time. So, with tonight's racing format, Connor, what's the racing format for tonight?
Sprint races, Scotty. So.
Oh, that means that timer runs out. It is over. So you want to be starting your lap about now. So basically, for everyone that's out there, this is their final lap that they will get in. They will not get another chance to get across that start-finish stripe and get another lap in. Time's starting to come in across the board. Finally, the Michael Adajar Purple Sector Fest has come to its conclusion.
Yeah, you know what's funny too, Scott? Like, we've been here with so many cars already. Like, we were here with the F3s yesterday. And it's kind of funny in that whole week, you kind of go to the same track through that whole week. And you never get sick of the tracks, I'll tell you that, like, from the Australian tracks.
All right, you might not.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Me, yeah, true. But I wonder what they're going to do for next season. Cough, cough, wink, wink, Steve. I tell you what, I'm looking forward to Wednesday night. I'm going to give you a good old hot crack in the TCRs, Scotty.
Oh.
Yeah.
You've got me intrigued, my good friend.
Yeah. Well, I want to give the F3 a go too, see what I can do with Matty Jones too. But I probably won't touch him in the F3. See what happens, though.
See what happens.
Yeah,
can
we'll
never be, you know, too far gone. So.
Yeah, that's it. 20 seconds to go on the clock till qualifying is over.
So that is just about it. 10 seconds. Oh, there's Ray Oliver may squeak a lap in. More than likely not going to, but that is going to be it. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Michael Adajar on pole yet again. Ray Oliver off of P2. Jacques Swanepoel P3. Nathan Verney, Bradley Mays, Wayne Edwards, Daniel Fritz, Dean Sinkovic, Andrew Cowan, Scotty Callahan, Brad Wall, Nathan Allen from the rear of the field. And safety cars, I think, was it. So there you go. That is everyone all set up and ready to run, ladies and gents.
Yeah, all ready to go. Just wait for them to grid up. Has anyone actually made a bit of a joke about Cuttajar's last name, or if we just
No,
picked that up
no
now?
one's ever made that joke before. Absolutely no, never
Wow.
happened.
But
Nope, no one would remember that. Nope, not at all.
first times at SRW on the live stream right here. So get ready for the DSL SRW Championship round 4. We're up to now.
Lights are about to come on, ladies and gentlemen, and then we are going to set ourselves off and racing for another cracking night of radical SR8 action. Don't forget, these are some of the most popular cars you can get and fun to drive in real life as well out of the Sims. So if you want something that is like to real life, this is probably one of your best bets. Sprint race format here tonight. 2 races to go live. Short sprint race, and then we'll move on to our feature.
Sinkovic just left the server, so that's quite interesting. He was sitting in P8. Good little spot. So
Might have had an issue.
I was talking to Steve Sinkovic, and he says he never listens to Steve about driving. Apparently, he's too stubborn. So sounds like a brother thing. So
absolutely fair. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does sound like a brother thing. Bang on.
Yeah. I never listen to my brother. He never listens to me. So same stuff.
All right, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to be in the starter's hands momentarily. Lights are going to come on. The run down to turn number 1. Who's going to spin the tires? Who's going to get a great launch? Cuttajar's normally a lightning off the front row. Keep your eyes on Ray Oliver, who does not get a good launch. Swanapole got a great getaway as well, and way deep in the pack. Brad Wall's cutting through traffic like it's going out of fashion. Cowan's going backwards. Callahan's in a pit lane start. So there's a few drivers trying to join the field and see what goes on the run down to turn number 1. Brad Wall's still driving for Crisscross Racing, apparently, ladies and gentlemen. No, he's his Team SRW driver. Everything's nice and kindly through turn number 1. Swanapole didn't get that spot away from Ray Oliver. They will file through their single file. They're all pretty well settled out. And I expect the draft to take over from here. Mays is going to mega lock up, send it down the inside. Well, barely. Sorry, it wasn't Mays. I think it was Verney. It was either Verney or Cowan. My apologies. So it was Nathan Verney going backwards. And now he's lost the draft, so he'll need to get back up here as quickly as possible. Who's navigating the cold tires? Cuttajar trying to smash out a quick lap and get clear of the draft away in front. Who's going to try and join him?
Yeah, it looks like the Frog Lake cars are very competitive tonight on the back of Bradley Mays on board. And it's got a bit of a slide there from Ray Oliver. Just got turned around. Just a bit too much jandle, as we say. So
I love that term, by the way. That is one of the best terms.
Right.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah. Too much jandle, and he leaves some licorice straps.
Who's just flipped?
It's not Nathan Allen, is it? Because it's either him or
Nathan
Callahan.
Allen.
Something's happened to Callahan as well.
Hang on. Yeah, Nathan Allen just went up into space. He just went into NASA. That was interesting.
Well, they're very efficient on the aero, so maybe somebody did build a rocket. It'd be even better if somebody started up a YouTube channel or something for
up the inside, Bradley Mays.
Brad Mays, yeah, continuing to try and get aggressive. The Cone Slayer 9000, though. Not just slaying cones, also slaying drive off of the turn out of Honda.
Slaker. There's I think there might be safety cars came out. Nathan Allen parked on the side of the track. It's not a rocket. It is a dead Radical SR8. So safety car will come out. Promo development. And we'll get a DSL Welding Services replay of Ray Oliver and the other crashes that were involved. So let's have a look here. So this is Bradley Mays on screen. So Ray Oliver's just up here. Now we'll see it. Yeah, so there's, it turned around right there.
Yeah, that's just cold tires.
Yep.
So this will be the view of what's happened to Nathan Allen. That's him on screen right there. Wider, wider, still wider. Now out and around comes the rear end. Who's going to finish him off?
Oh, Cowie. That was huge. Cowie's just giving him the the 1-2. Bang, bang.
That's the
Oh.
Fernando Alonso Lance Stroll treatment.
I wonder what happens for. I wonder if Cowie gets a penalty. There's no way you get a penalty.
There's no way. No, he's avoiding an accident.
Yeah. Oh, you can't even see anything. Look at him. Bang! There it is. Talk to me, bro.
And now the rear wing looks like a smiley face. Talk to me, bro. Smiley face.
Yeah. That's perfect because the car's up in the air and it's like, talk to me, bro. So he's just hanging. That's perfect. That's absolute perfect from Cowie.
I'm a little disappointed because when the wing looks like that, it should look like a frowny face.
Yeah,
Because that is how the car feels.
Yeah, it's all sad. It's like, no, I'm not happy today. But yeah. Talk to me, bro, on the back of Cowie's wing. We always support that kind of stuff in SRW and the whole team at SRW. So
Nathan Allen jumps in chat and says, "Whoops." I think there is only one term to appropriately describe what went on there, and I believe it is indeed whoops.
Whoops. I feel bad for him though, eh? He's like, just up in the air, floating around, you know, chilling out. But yeah, no, yeah, that was definitely unfortunate there for Nathan. But what do you do? What do you do? So Tyson McAvoy driving the safety car as he normally does. I feel like he's doing less driving and just more safety car driving. So we'll have to throw McAvoy in a car. I think he's actually driving a supercar this weekend. Scotty, your favourite car? Shoving at Sandown.
Can you please stop connecting me with that car? That is not my favourite car.
We know you like the supercar, mate. We know.
I like watching them from a safe distance.
It's Shibby says in the background he loves the supercar, which he definitely doesn't.
Oh, I definitely do not.
I've tried, like, trust me, I've tried. Oh, like, yeah. I'll throw you in one day with the purple livery
Look,
on
no,
it.
I've driven them. I'm just saying I don't enjoy it. No, see, it's like when you look at what I'm successful in, right? IndyCar, you'd think, oh yeah, Scotty would love to be in the Radicals. Absolutely love the car. I'm reasonable in them now that I've learned to drive hard downforce cars. Same as the LMP2. Quite good in that. What cars do you find me driving here in SRW? TCR.
Yep. That's like the. So the funny thing, that thing feels like it's got 2 tons of downforce. So I mean,
no, it doesn't. Absolutely. I don't know what TCR you're driving and what setups you're using, but gee, I need to try them.
Mate, they're 1.9 setups, mate. They are glued. Our pet crew is so good, mate. Yeah. But anyways, Big McAvoy drives away from the field. Thanks for the promo department. McAvoy driving the safety car.
You know the main reason that he does race controls for all the airtime he gets.
Oh, he probably loves it. He probably loves it. Well, he did race control for Pro Invitational, so he's getting somewhere with it. And yeah, he did a great job at Pro Invitational. So well done, McAvoy. He's probably watching the stream, but well done, mate.
We don't call him Trigger Finger McAvoy for no reason. He loves that safety car. Any opportunity to get out on the track.
Loves it. So as Cutter Jar leads the field, ready to go.
He's about to cut a lap in the lead yet again.
Go for it, Scotty.
Well, he's now in the leader's hands, and with one of the longest straights of the season down the front straight away, he is going to want to hold them up, sit back on them for as long as he possibly can. And finally, they will launch late down on the straight. The snake begins to weave left and right. Who's got some good launch? I believe that was Cowie looking to try and start to pick up some spots. Callahan's going to try and make a few. Nathan Allen rejoins the circuit, albeit 1 lap down to having to tow back to pit lane, which was the trigger for the safety car. But will rejoin the field, and that's better than not being out there in 2 motorcycle engines strapped together. Now, the run off of turn number 2. Warning, early breaker. That is Wayne Edwards. Apparently, very early on the brakes is Wayne Edwards. So is that Andrew Cowan's trigger to go down the inside? You better believe it is.
Oh, I thought he got a bit sideways there under the brakes there. One of their frog leap. Oh, I'm just terrible tonight. Frog leap
Yeah, it's
cars in front of him.
one of those freak lock racing cars. Yep.
Oh, mate. Oh, locked on lads. Perfect. There you go. Was locked.
There's a team name that he can say.
There you go. Yo, but thanks to Shivy in the background helping me out there too. But there's Cowie on the back there, too wide down the hill.
Cowie's got his vision locked on that rear wing of Nathan Verney's at the moment as he'll try and shuffle his way back up through the field.
Scotty, that wasn't a punch.
Mate, it is so easy. You keep setting them up. I'm going to knock them down. I'm sorry.
But on board with Bradley Mays. He's been doing really well in the radicals.
Good opportunity for him to get a huge run. So here
Yeah,
comes Cowan's going to get another move done down the main straight as well. On the run down to turn number 1.
Aggressive Cowie on the outside here. He's going to have the inside if he holds it. Oh, almost a bit of contact there. Nah, so he's going to go back to single file. He's like, nah, I'm going to back out.
Such as racing at the island and these things.
Is.
It is actually excuse me.
On the outside, Ray Oliver. He'll get a good run, backed out of it. Daniel Fritz.
Yeah, Fritz here.
Oh, very deep there for Ray Oliver there. Super deep there to the corner. As Cutter Jar just pulls away from the field.
Grip's starting to come up to these cars now. So
yep.
I'm wondering how far he's actually leaped out ahead at this point in time. So continuing to just punch out fastest lap upon fastest lap.
Imagine having that skill, Scotty. Imagine. These things.
Look, if it was an Indy car, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. But,
so finally, Wayne Edwards is actually starting to respond back towards Cowie. But other than that, it's going to be a draft battle all night long. Daniel Fritz has dropped 1 second back off of Ray Oliver. And much the way Formula 1 works in terms of the DRS trades.
oh, imagine if these things are DRS.
They
on
don't
the
need it, mate. Absolutely don't need it.
Up the inside, look at that. Really making the door open. As I think that's Jacques.
No, that's Brad Ward.
That's
That's one of Paul. No, you're right. Okay.
I'm right for once. Wow. Brad Wall just trying to make the move. Oh, he's got someone behind him. Brad Mays.
Who had Connor Nixon right on their bingo card for tonight's racing? Anyway, Brad Mays is going to look for the inside opening. Doesn't quite get it from Brad Wall.
I'm surprised I haven't seen a meme from us two on the back of someone's wing yet.
Oh, Wally!
That was
Well,
huge.
just like the robot in the movie, he's out there cleaning up the rubbish. Unfortunately for him, the rubbish is not what you want to clean up, Mr. Wally.
Oh, almost too wide up to the top of the hill. Cowie's still there. Might get the run up the outside. Yeah, coming down the hill. You don't want to lock a front brake here.
Oh, he's opened the door and Verney will look to go around the outside and has managed to get the job done. Another spot gain here for Cowie. He's got a little bit of a run going now on Fritzy ahead of him, and Fritzy will be the next driver. He's really got to get a move on there. 2.7 seconds now, the gap to the car ahead. And we'll start to put a hammer on. Ray Oliver is putting a hammer on. Great pass, Brad Mays.
Awesome.
And up into P3 for Ray Oliver.
Ray Oliver's just came from the back and now at the front. How's that?
Scotty Callahan's 14 seconds off the pack as well. Something's happened. Oh, there we go.
There it is. We're waiting for a big accident. There it is.
Well, I'll tell you what. Unfortunately, one of them is Andrew Cowan, and if he's made contact, that will be the one and only fast repair, and then some damage left to go. So they both get down and through on Daniel Fritz. They'll flick back to the southern loop.
So what happened here?
Cowie's lost the rear end.
Oh, no. Oh, he's had nowhere to go. Bang.
And I tell you what, Verney would have been fine if he hadn't have grabbed the brake there.
Yeah, he would have been, actually.
He's just pinched the tyre and gone straight.
So unfortunate. No safety car? No safety car. Wow.
No drivers needed to tow. Everyone able to.
You're
everyone
tired,
able to
Scotty?
continue. Yeah, I am actually. I have not been sleeping well, my friend.
Oh.
Wait.
You need oh, let's not repeat that on stream. I need a teddy, mate. That's what you need. You need a shibby teddy. Yeah, shibby teddy.
I was going to say a shibby blanket, a blanket of safety. The shibby safety blanket.
The
Probably
shibby
brought to you
safety blanket.
by Shibby Howard.
Isn't it?
I'm really surprised that Shibby never got the nickname Howie. Oh! Hang on. Okay,
right.
story time with Shibby.
All
Ladies
right,
and
so-
gentlemen, hello and welcome to your Thursday night story time. This is Nathan Shibby Howard, and away we go.
How we doing, guys? Usually you don't hear me apart from Monday nights where Scotty and I run our Monday night podcast. But yeah, I did get...
Which is now a Thursday night podcast.
I did get the
after-hours
nickname Howie, but it didn't happen all that much. I'm a big footballer, or soccer as people call it. I still play to this day in quite competitive leagues. And I had a Irish coach for one of them, and he was the main one that forever called me Howie, and the way he said it is just burnt into my head.
I can imagine it. Shabby.
Come on.
I don't know how to do the accent.
No, hey, you said Howie.
Yeah, it was Howie. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Howie. I don't know how to do that with an Irish accent.
I just remember hearing "Run, Howie, run" in the really strong, like Scottish accent. I was just like, ah.
Oh yeah.
We'll talk about
the
Run,
inside.
Howie, Run. Howie about that one? From Ray Oliver down the inside, we'll pick up Jacques Swanepoel. That has brought Brad Mays back onto this lead pack. He was starting to drift just a little bit, but now he will get a double draft, and that's exactly what he wanted to see. Brad Wall down the inside. The Cone Slayer 9000 has gone from slaying rear tyres back to slaying positions on that leaderboard.
I was going to say, those tyres are going to be absolutely smoked, so I wonder how much
mate,
grip
that's
he's
how you
got
warm
under
them
the
up.
car. Oh, yeah. That's the average, that's the Scotty warm-up tyres procedure. So
Yeah. Well, look at what Ray Oliver did to his, and now look at what he's doing. So, Brad Wall has been taking note and applying all the skills that he has learned. Look at the man; he's on a move.
Yeah. Yeah. How's Ray Oliver on a move? Jock's right behind him too.
Tell you what, he's my teammate too in the TCR Championship, so I got to start giving Howie. I'm going to give Howie tips as well, but I've also got to be starting to give Brad Wall tips because I want to win that team's championship. That would be.
Guess who's on Teams Championship winning, by the way?
I haven't had a look at the results because I was waiting for them to get released, but they've been released.
Average. Yeah, of course. Of course.
Please, the season standings aren't up yet, you muppet. Get out
Oh,
of
for
it.
Supercars?
No, I'm not talking about Supercars. I'm talking about the TCRs.
Oh.
Do you see me driving one of them flaming rear-ended yahoos around the track?
Hey, I'm Red. You can't do anything about that.
So hang on. Your WOG, Andrew, it's your redneck WOG. I've heard two separate things, like, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not calling him a WOG offhanded. He said this about himself the other day. But yes, so you're a redneck WOG. Okay, I'm glad that we've sussed you out, and we can absolutely make a whole bunch of assumptions about you now as a person. Connor, thank you for that.
I'm waiting for the photos and the memes to come up. Yeah. Yeah, well, my dad's like country. Like, so he's originally from a small town in New South Wales. So that's where I get the redneck from. Then the WOG is from my mum's family. So, yeah. There you go. WOG redneck.
Mate, you're just ticking off boxes for me. I'm from small town New South Wales. I race
Really?
motocross bikes going, yeah.
Oh.
There's actually a guy in the truck league that's from the same hometown as I am, so.
You sound posh though. How did that work?
I'm not posh! I am not posh! I'll get my wife in here to back me up here. There's some racing going on, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm racing away from being posh, I'll have you know. Oh my lord.
Michael Cuttager just leading the field by a mile. He is just what a driver.
He's gone to finishing school.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's an absolute gentleman.
DSL Welding Services replay here.
So, yeah, that would be Cowie at the head of that queue.
Yeah.
Yep, so this is the one we watched before.
Bang.
That's our producer getting sick of our banter and trying to tell us to hurry up and move on and talk about other things. It's a subtle hint. Subtle
Yeah,
hint.
it's a good hint, isn't it? It's an
Yeah.
awesome hint.
Oh, this one from
Oh.
Nathan Verney.
Oh, wait for the splitter to come off. No. Oh.
I see Nathan Verney's been
no.
listening to the broadcast about how to warm up your tyres.
Okay, just.
Oh,
Yeah,
Cowie's
just-
making a mistake. There was a puff of dust back there, so was it at
Puppy.
Siberia?
Oh, white flag coming across the line. Michael Cuttager.
Oh, my word. Yeah, okay, all right.
No word.
That's the thing. I forgot. I thought we were doing it into the 45-minute races here tonight. I forgot we were doing a sprint round.
My word. Oh, gosh.
After a safety car, he has absolutely disappeared into the stratosphere on the field.
Space. Well, we already seen a car go to the space, so maybe Cuttager's going there too.
Well, helicopters can't go to space. They don't work. They need air. to
Oh. Helicopter. Oh, it's...
Swanepoel and Oliver still going head to head. The teammate battle continues down to the wire.
Sure,
Brad
Jack
Walls.
wants a bit of points.
Well, reverse top 10 here, so something to think about. Nathan Allen's going to be a pole sitter.
Ah, yeah, right. Yeah, it's always interesting having a top 10 inverted. I've always loved it. I mean, for the drivers, you would just hate it, really. But from
Oh no, I love
SRW,
him. I love him
Yeah,
because it
Yeah,
from a guy who puts a lot of emphasis on not making contact, they are fantastic. You really got to figure out your way around some people, and gives a whole bunch of opportunities. Michael Cuttager doesn't need no opportunities. He's going to sail off into the sunset and pick himself up a win with the clouds over Phillip Island. And cloudy with a chance of wins is what's in Cuttager's future. Ray Oliver and Jacques Swanepoel are going to take out your top three. Brad Mays, one of his best performances so far, picks up a P4. What a drive from him. Wayne Edwards, P5. Brad Walls, 6. Fritzy's going to come home in 7th. And Cowie's ruining every decision that he had tonight of signing up for what he considers one of his favourite tracks on the sim. And for this car combination,
he
gets him
really
to P8.
does love. He really does love this place, doesn't he? Like he talks about it in the F3 and the TCR. Like when we do come here, he just loves the joint. He absolutely loves it.
Tell
Can't
you
shut
what,
him up.
Tell you what I'm not looking forward to is the TCRs at Oran Park again next week. That was difficult. So,
Oh, okay, it couldn't have been that hard, surely.
you know what? We're going to do some in-between race interviews. I'm going to see if we can't grab ourselves Fritzy. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, not too bad, mate. You realise you're in the broadcast room, yeah?
No, I did not realise that.
Okay, well, you're now in the broadcast room,
Yeah,
my friend.
cheers for that.
Okay.
Mate, the
That's what we're
Cone
about.
Slayer 9000 caught you there in the dying moments of that race and sailed on by. It was good, interesting seeing the cone munching monster going backwards at one point, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was. It's a very interesting livery, his.
Mate, the Whiskey Runners entry, you've been doing some work on those liveries. I've always had, like, in the back of my mind, I'm always like, I do love me a Daniel Fritz livery. What's the
Yeah.
inspiration? Obviously, Whiskey is obviously a great inspiration, and it's nearly encouraging me to go out and pour myself a glass to commentate the rest of the night away with. But what else is the inspiration behind the Whiskey Runners? What's behind
Well,
the team?
Well, I mean, I'm enjoying one right now, but I enjoy. Couldn't think of a team name, so basically just put into Google random names.
Whiskey.
this one came up.
You typed in whiskey into Google.
Yep.
Wow. That's one name that if I've ever heard one. But yeah, obviously we love the liveries and stuff. But
If
What-
we do
what
a
kind-
throwback round on these things, you need to put a Dukes of Hazzard livery on. For the
That would be
old,
that would be
Ninja
involving me
Runners.
actually being able to create something more artistic than this.
Are you
livery.
kidding? Have you seen the Dukes of Hazzard livery? That's even less artistic than what you've got going on here.
Yeah, I just don't know where I put the southern flag on.
yeah, the flag that probably couldn't run in SRW, but
Probably couldn't. It might get a lot of people cranky.
yeah, I can imagine that. So we'll leave it off the car. We won't mention the flag, and we will not mention anything about it.
Now,
Next.
mate, Nathan Allen's been telling me horrible things about the damage bill you keep racking up in the Saturday night iRacing official GT3s. What's going on there? I need some more
It's
information.
called we let Nathan do the first stint, and I don't think we've lasted past the third lap without damage yet.
Okay,
Oh.
so a little bit of a team advice, and take this as you will. Perhaps don't let Nathan start the car.
Look, it's getting that way. He's had 2 attempts, and 2 times he's caused damage, so we'll give him one more and see how he goes.
Well, I wouldn't even give him one more. He's 2 from 2. I mean, that's just
I think that. Third time lucky though.
no. You got to back yourself in here, surely, Fritz here. All right, mate. I'm gonna leave you with it. I'm gonna go harass Brad Wall. Any words that you want us, or any questions you want us to pass on to Wally for you?
No, it's just nice to see the teeth coming at me at the back.
Will do, mate. Have a good night.
See ya.
Moving on, we've got a couple minutes left over, minute and 30 seconds. He doesn't often jump out to play with the big boys, Brad Wall. He normally hangs out in the chat room all over on his own, and well, his racing's improved as a result. So Brad Wall, when I see you facing backwards and you're hanging out in the social chat room here on Discord, the first thought that jumps to mind is, oh no, he's done it again. He's hanging out with those ruddy Sinkoviches. Okay, so Brad Wall's unfortunately not there. He's jumped away for a little loo break, which is making the most of the old 5-minute intermission.
To let out the tank, I guess. Drain the tank.
Yeah, normally you want to fill the tank up, not drain the tank, so...
Oh, well. Everyone's a bit different. Now, who else we got? We could pull Cowie out. Do you want to pull Cowie?
Let's not do that. He's got a method, he's got a ritual, he's...
Scotty Callahan. Yeah, here we go. Scotty Callahan. Scotty, how are you, mate?
Yeah.
What's going on, Scotty Cal?
Oh, just having a bit of fun.
Oh, that's loud. Oh, hang on. Yep, go.
Sorry, guys. Did you see me give Nathan that position so he starts on pole? He called me a bastard too.
Yeah. Because Nathan never gets this opportunity to be on camera, and all the focus is going to be on him.
Yeah.
And you know that he is going to spin the thing.
Oh, that's so good.
Cracked me up. Sorry, I forgot I was on broadcast. I used a bad word, but...
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, you should have heard Steven Sinkovic on Friday night. Yeah, he's terrible. So you're all good. Oh, how good, man. Oh.
How good are the radicals that are around Filippino? I think it's just like the perfect track and car combination, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah, I haven't raced here in ages, and I've had 0 practice, so I'm a mile off the pace at the moment anyway. But it's all fun. I trundle around, keep out of everyone's way, and
hang on. Did I just hear excuses from Scotty Cal? I thought you were better than that, mate.
Mate, you sound like me.
Yeah, no, it's not really excuses. It's just I like to be on the pace. I like to do a bit of practice, so I'm on the pace. But just jumping in, especially around here.
All right. Most importantly, have you washed the car?
No, still haven't.
Oh, mate, what are you doing?
You see, I didn't ride it on it. Someone rode on it, told me to wash it. They graffitied my car, so I'm waiting for the insurance to come through.
Look, Connor's available for $5. I can get Connor over to come wash the car.
I am not a cheap one.
All right, good luck, Scotty. Get out there, mate.
Yeah. Righto, guys. Have fun.
Yeah. Perfect timing, because the lights are starting to come on. We're about to go green on race number 2. Slightly longer feature race here tonight. And the run down to turn number 1. 30 minutes, 24 laps, the maximum race distance. The run to turn number 1. Will Allen make it all the way down there? No, because Nathan Burney's got a better start from the outside. Will sweep in. Look to Cutter to start cutting his way through the pack. And Sinkovic didn't join the grid. No, so we've just got the 11. Somebody quite wide there. I think that was Mays. So immediately down the inside goes Cutter. He's made up 3 spots already. The Cone Slayer 9000 is now the Gravel Slayer 9000 as he makes his way off the road. And Cutter looking for the overlap immediately on Wayne Edwards. And it's how you manage these cold tyres. Was that Mays trying to follow him through? It is. So Ray Oliver's been boxed in a little bit. He's held back.
Now he's got the lead now. Look at that.
I knew Nathan Allen holding the lead wouldn't last long, and he'll be listening to this later on, so he will absolutely hear that.
You get a message. Oh, too wide, coming up to the top of the hill. Who's that? Nathan Allen and Nathan.
Nathan Verney. Yep, so they will settle themselves back in across the top of Lukey Heights. Down the inside comes Cuttajar, already up onto the podium at the tail end of this lap. No, gets escorted back to P number 4. Drivers trying to keep the cars underneath them. This is where Allen started to go wrong on the first lap last time. Will he hang on to it this time? Only time will tell. Cuttajar goes around the outside. Mays grabs the grass just in behind them. And they all managed to get their way through. Cuttajar's got the run, not quite clear. Hey, Nathan Allen looking to squeeze him off, holding him down there just a little bit. And finally, Cuttajar will get the move done down into turn number 1. Still single filed out now as they round the southern loop for the second time on our feature race here tonight. Cowan's got the lead, but only just.
Yeah, Cowie's going to be holding on by a fingernail at this end of the lap. Cuttajar and Nathan are going to be right on the back of him now. So going down to the hairpin now. This is very hard braking. Oh, one of the juice cars is up the inside. That's pretty sure that's Jock. Yeah, it is Jock.
Yep. So Ray Oliver's made up a few spots. He's now up to P6 now. He'll start to assault the rear bumper of Daniel Fritz, and Cuttajar is already crawling all over Nathan Verney's rear bumper as well. So this is Oliver versus Fritz. Fritz will pick up some grass. He was complaining about Nathan Allen ruining the Mercedes-AMG GT3. Well, he's trying to ruin those rear tyres with them dipped in the grass, and Oliver looks for the opportunity down the inside. Tyres not quite up to temperature. Pinch brake there from Fritz as well. They will try and settle themselves back in. Second to last corner. Then the run down to the main straight. Cuttajar right there. Already starting to show the elbows. Get him out to get his way around Nathan Verney. Will build some momentum, and he'll go for a run. And Cowie's going to start looking in that mirror.
Yeah, Cowie's going to have the pressure on him now, so Cuttajar's right on the back of Nathan in that locked on lads livery. Great livery there. Nice and bright. It's got eyes at the front of it. It's very creepy. Cuttajar's got the opening there. He's going to take the opportunity to go up the inside. The slip will help him on this awesome straight I love. Down to the hairpin.
I'd just block it. If I'm in Verney's shoes, I'm just going to cover the inside.
Yeah,
If he wants to go narrow, he's going to have to go narrow.
Yeah, and he's listened to Scotty. Cuttajar's got a good run out of the exit.
2x2 back further in the pack as Ray Oliver starts to pick up a few spots here. And those tyres still coming up to temperature, ladies and gentlemen. Still not the peak operating temperature just yet. It'll be tail end of this lap. They'll start to really come alive. They are
definitely
horrible things to drive on cold tyres.
Oh, they're not as bad as F3s the other night. On board with Brad Mays. Coming over the hill. This is awesome. Coming down the hill.
Another couple
bit
pinch
of a lock-up.
breaks. The pack racing's on point here tonight. Oliver's got by Fritz. And he's right up under Nathan Allen. So Nathan Allen's the lead driver of this pack. He's 1.5 seconds back. And Cuttajar has still not been able to get by Nathan Verney. So he is really holding Cuttajar at bay as Nathan Verney. This is doing a great job of defensive driving.
Yeah, he's really going to be holding on to this position. He knows Cuttajar
go.
if he gets by.
Ray Oliver down the inside, so starting to cut his way back through the field, and he will want Cuttajar to get held up by Verney as long as he possibly can, because this will give him an opportunity to respond. Get back to Cuttajar. Cuttajar, however, has now got the overlap on Nathan Verney. He will have to go down the inside here, but it'll be the long way around. Where is Cowie going to offer the drive support? I would have gone the long way around there and offered some support to Verney, and Cuttajar returns the favour in terms of covering off the inside to Verney. So one lap ago, it was returned. So Ray Oliver starting to cut his way back towards those guys. Too wide. Allen still defending for all his might with Mays around the outside. And Swanepoel's now starting to poke the nose through. Last race, there was a few cars off the track by now, but the only one that's run wide so far looks to be Callahan and Brad Wall. So,
yeah, that was unfortunate with the cone monster going off the track. Or is he going to go for the opportunity? He has taken it. Two of them are going to go through. Are they going to get it done?
So Nathan Allen's still defending in the carbon fibre liveried SR8 Radical. And Swanepoel will get that one done, but Brad May's got a spot as well. So Swanepoel was open for 2-1, and here comes Michael Cuttajar, and Cowie will get the elbows out. So this will become the inside on the exit of turn number 1. As they sweep down through the first corner, and Cowie wanted to cover it off. Cuttajar got the nose in there and thought twice about it. That is actually good racecraft from Cuttajar. No reason to force it. He's got a little bit of an advantage. Ray Oliver's starting to really hunt these guys back down again, though, so Cuttajar's got some time. Cowie's covered it as well. He's not getting easy overtakes here tonight, Cuttajar. Cowie loves a little bit of a biff and carry on. He'll be enjoying this.
Well, Cowie's got Harry Dodds as his crew chief tonight, so he'll be egging him on to go faster, as I was telling my teammate the other night. Oh, look at Cuttajar right on the back of him. Look at that.
Oh, was that a wiggle on from Vernie? Cuttajar's going to go the outside here up at Lukey Heights. It's going to open the door to potentially getting down the outside as they crest the hill, but Cowie's got it pulled up, pinch to break. We'll now see if these guys can get it settled once more. Still looking for the overlap. Now he's got a little bit of momentum. Sniffs to the outside. That door's going to close in a real hurry, though, because Cowie gets a wiggle on through the final corner. Now Cuttajar's got the momentum. Now he'll get the nose ahead. Weaves back across the track, trying to hold his line, trying to open up turn number 1, but there's still all there. It's still all square, and here comes Vernie and Ray Oliver into the picture. 2x2 to run through turn number 1. Cowie's still down the inside. He's still got the nose in. He's going to get it back. Oh, they nearly made contact through the loop, and Cowie's earned that one back. And now Ray Oliver's alongside Cuttajar as well.
How close was that? That was insane. How's Cowie just on the pace? Like, he's got the pace. He's definitely got it. Ray Oliver's in the mix now. On the outside of Cuttajar. He's going to get the nut. Cuttajar's got the run. So he's going to get a good run up to Cowie now. Nathan's there in the Lockdown Lads livery as well.
Now, what's the approach if you're... Okay, talk me through. There's a few different approaches in this pack. I think Vernie's just got to go all out aggressive here.
Yeah, definitely. If I was Cuttajar, I'd just want to get around Cowie as quickly as possible. If I was Cowie, I would want to hold him up massively. Like, look at him. He's holding up the inside. Now he's got to go on the outside. I would have hugged that whole apex there. Good driving with Cowie, though. Really holding him off. But now, stay all the way to the left. Cowie on the left-hand side. Nah, he hasn't covered it.
Where do you set this up from Cuttajar? Where are you trying to get this done? Because
Outside,
Ray Oliver's coming.
Here. Right here. This is the spot. Now you're on the inside for the next corner. Bit of contact on the straight. On the inside, Cuttajar. Almost got him halfway up. Side by side now.
Cowan's got the long way around the southern loop. If he can get back to the gas appropriately, he should have the momentum. If he can stay there. And I think he's still alongside. No, Cuttajar's just barely taking that one away. But now Ray Oliver's cutting into the picture as well. Cuttajar's going to be forced to cover off that inside. Both times he's got a move done for P2 and P1. He's had to cover this inside. Cowie's got alongside yet again. But the drive off of Honda is going to come the way of Ray Oliver. And Cuttajar has got the lead away. Cowie defending for every little bit of his worth. And now he's got a little bit of aero to help him. Now he's got that slipstream. The run through the hay shed once more.
Yeah, this is probably the best bit of the track in my opinion.
Are you kidding?
What?
Have you driven the southern loop?
Yeah.
It's so technical. The whole track is technical.
Oh no, that's why I love it.
Oh, Cowie's
really
starting to make
way.
some mistakes.
What, do you not like it?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's technical. Like, it's undulating. You've got to have a good right foot.
Yeah. Which, I do, I think. Maybe.
Oh, spotter poles happen. 4 spots now dropped because of a mistake there in the middle of that. Brad Wall pick up a couple of spots. Nathan Allen's.
Sorry, Cowie's still in front of Ray Oliver. Almost a jock.
I like this. I like this from Oliver. Going deep, looking for the switchback. He's going to get it on the gas. Look at the momentum. Got a big wiggle on in the middle of the corner, and that's opened the door for Nathan Vernie. He's going to go to the left now. Vernie will tap the brake lights and back out of that one. And Ray Oliver's got to get a move on. Otherwise, he's going to lose the draft.
Yeah, and he's going to have to catch Cuttajar as well. So he's going to be trying to really... Because when Cuttajar's gone, he's gone. There's no catching him. Because they need to stay in that slipstream. I think Cowie's just got the slipstream. Not by much, so...
Well, we haven't seen Ray Oliver in clear track yet. Ray Oliver's had nothing but fights on his hand for both races, so he
Well,
may
that's
be
just-
able to cover off Cuttager.
I mean, that's always Ray Oliver, though, isn't it? Just always in fights, never gets clean air. Like, he's got so much pace. We've seen it. But he's always in battles and in the battle pack, which is great, but not for him, though. Good for the stream, though. Definitely. But, yeah. Now, Ray Oliver.
Scotty Callahan's driven back through the field as well. He was like 7 seconds off the tail end of the pack the last I saw. He's already up a few spots and coming forwards as well. Brad Mays is 4 seconds back off of the top four, and the top four will stay together another lap. Ray Oliver's had to look wide again. Now we'll wrap it around, and that's what we're talking about. Look at how he's got to unwind the wheel. He's got to wind it up again and get back to the gas. Cowie is taking defensive line, but he gets back to the gas so late. This is Oliver's opportunity. He'll go down the outside down at Honda. Cowan's late on the brakes, surging deep. Has he missed the apex? Looking for the switchback. He gets it. But was there a little bit of a touch and some damage there to the rear bumper of Cowan? No, they've both got... Oh, there is. Now there's a wiggle, and Cowan will make contact with Bernie, but he has got rear diffuser damage, which means he will be slower in a straight line.
And side, he's got a bit of front right. Rear right, sorry. So that's going to affect Cowie massively. I wonder what's on Nathan's car then.
I'm more concerned about Ray Oliver's car, actually, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I need to have a look at the front end of that car, if there is anything.
Yeah, she's calling something in.
So Ray looks okay. There's no damage there.
Might need a DSL Welding Services replay, just listening to race control. Nathan is going to get a run on the outside. Cowie's got quite a bit of damage, so it's going to affect him on the downforce. So we'll see what happens to Cowie if he loses a bit of downforce. Up the
Straight
inside.
line speed as well with that rear diffuser damage,
Yeah.
so he's going to have to do the best he possibly can. More importantly, I think it might be time for him to come in. Yeah, look at that rear diffuser damage. That is worth half a second a lap, talking to Scotty Callahan.
Yeah.
And particularly around Phillip Island, that's potentially up to 3/4 of a second a lap, because it is a lot
He's got
more
lose a
full
lot of
throttle time.
here. Oh, Nathan can make the dive. Yet there it is. Very nice. Don't think Cowie will get a good exit on that.
That gap between Ray Oliver and Cuttager has not really opened up. So that's
Yeah.
good signs.
Yeah, Ray Oliver's got a lot of pace. I mean, he always does, but he just gets caught up in everything. Yeah, Cowie's really getting affected here. Look at this. Yeah, wow. Look how he's pushing, like how hard he's pushing it, but it's just not. It doesn't want to work with him, I guess. And look at that.
And that rear diffuser damage, it takes not even a contact. It's so light, the damage that you need, and yet Cowie's straight away in. Into a fast repair, it is not worth him hanging around much longer, because they're going to cost both himself and Vernie a ton of time back to that next pack.
Are they going to make it home, though?
Well, they're about halfway through the session.
Oh, they
So
are
you would
too.
assume so, yeah.
Wow.
I went by in a heartbeat.
Yeah, it's because we're having fun, Scotty. That's the
Come on,
good
what's
thing.
that?
Oh, don't know.
I
I've
only know
heard of
podcast,
fun.
mate.
Yeah. Podcast Thursday night. Not for the Porsches, though. I can imagine that's going to be... yeah. You don't get a break at the Porsches.
Okay, I'm signing out now. Good week, guys. See you next week.
Yeah.
The Code Muncher 9000 down the inside, looking to get the move done here on Wayne Edwards, and he's going to get alongside. He'll have the long way around at Siberia on the outside. Job done.
Cowie not sounding happy on the radio as race control says it's been a net code. So that'll be interesting. See if Cowie goes up to the stewards and see what's up. That'll be interesting. Now he just drives on and makes it to the rest of the race. Makes it to the end of the race.
Yeah, I think it's a no further action as well. I feel like Cowie turned in a little bit. Should have known the switchback was on when he missed the apex. Had to know the switchback was on when he missed the apex. You can't just prop yourself up in the middle of the corner and not expect a guy to dive back underneath you. That's Racecraft 101.
Yeah, and as yeah, and that's it. Like I think us doing a lot of IndyCar, you just gotta know your surroundings, don't you? Or your front wing's just gonna come off, or you know, a bit of your body work. So yeah, definitely learning from like formulas, because this is a formula car, almost. It's just got no open wheels, really. So yeah, it's very similar, very light, a lot of power. So yeah, it's very similar.
It's effectively just a super-powered go-kart with a little bit of downforce on it.
Pretty much, it's a supercar. That's what it is.
No, it's not. Calm down. Settle down, you.
One of my mates actually raced that. They're going to practice at Winton. Mad things. Those things are absolutely crazy. Anyway, Brad Wall on screen, P6.
1.7 seconds up the road to the next conquest for Brad Wall will be Nathan Allen, who has been getting those elbows out all race long.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Doesn't it scare you when you come down that hill, Scotty?
No,
Like-
absolutely not. You got to be committed.
Yeah.
It tests your commitment. Look,
It
I have a
does.
fear of heights. I'm gonna be honest. I have a huge fear of heights.
Really? I wouldn't expect for you to be scared of heights.
It's the falling. I have a fear of probably falling more so much.
Okay.
Back when I was racing motocross, it's fine. I'm in control, right? I'm in
But you
control of the
wouldn't- you
bike. I'm in control of how much air I'm taking. I'm in control of the momentum.
But you wouldn't jump out of a plane.
Absolutely hecking not.
Should be. Oh, look, there you go, Steve.
No.
Business.
No.
Business
No.
weekend.
No.
Shibby.
No.
Shibby, myself, and Scotty.
No. 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 See, you know how you've got the top diving tower, the one with the platform, not the one with the diving boards. I used to have trouble jumping off the diving boards. Yes, the 10-meter platform. I used to stand at the edge, terrified for half an hour before I could jump.
I can imagine.
Even
I
the
can
4-meter platform boards, the one
Really?
underneath it. Yeah.
Wow.
Terrified of them. Absolutely terrified of them. No. No, I'm not jumping out of plane.
Oh. Dean and Steve, that's a business weekend. We can ride that off
No.
tax.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure broadcasting for Sim Racing Worldview. I'm moving into retirement.
I'd go and jump out of a plane. Hopefully I'll... Yeah.
What about off of bridge? Look.
Yeah, you know, like he'd be standing at the like about to jump out of the plane, and he'd start ranting off excuses with his commentating voice.
No, because that would happen on the ground before you got me in the plane.
Yeah. Oh.
I hate flying. Terrified of planes. Hate flying.
Oh, it's best combo, jumping out of a plane and
Oh, I've got to stop. I keep giving you guys ideas.
So, yeah, have you ever went to a different country?
Yes, I've been to New Zealand once.
There's
That's
great,
not a different
there's
country.
great bungee jumping spot in New Zealand where you jump from the bridge
No.
into the river.
No, I'm not. Shivi, if you're going to talk like that, turn your microphone
It's
on. so
on.
everyone can hear.
Yeah, it's on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
No.
planes. Yes, that's
Yeah,
not
look,
New Zealand's
even
not a
Andrew
country.
Even Andrew in chat
Okay.
saying you'll be fine. You're strapped to someone. It's no problem.
That's not the problem. If anything, that makes it less comfortable for me because
Ooh,
If he-
somebody
I'm
else is in control.
I'm comfortable.
Yeah, but they've probably been doing. The guy I jumped with had been jumping for.
I
40
know, it
plus
does not
years.
matter.
You'll be fine, mate. Look, I'll strap you to me and we'll jump out of a plane together.
Oh, no.
Oh, we've missed a battle somehow. Brad Wall and
Oh.
Nathan Allen have just out of nowhere.
Oh, not anymore. Commentator's curse.
There it is.
I'm not
Good
even
on
a
you, Shibby.
commentator. I'm not even a commentator.
You speak of Nathan Allen's rear tyres and they immediately break traction.
Yeah, so Brad Wall actually managed to pass Wayne Edwards and then got up on the back of Nathan Allen, and they were having a great little battle. So I actually want to have a look at this.
So Welding Services
Too
replay.
busy chatting with
Oh
you
no,
guys.
Cowie's around.
That's all right. We'll look at that in a second too.
This is the move down the inside on Nathan Allen for Brad Wall.
Bone cruncher. Cone Crusher? Cone something? Cone Monster?
I hate climbing trees, Boof, before you even get any further.
Just bang.
You know what the difference between jumping out of a plane and jumping a motocross bike? I'm in control of the bike.
Yeah, but just jump.
You know when
Yeah,
you when you pull the chute, right? Two little handles come down and you can steer the parachute. So you do
Yes,
have control.
I am completely and utterly aware of how all this works because you are not the first people to try this on me, and I am sticking with what I've said. I have my guns, and I have stuck with them.
Well, we're taking those guns from you at some point in time.
You in Melbourne, Scotty, or are you in?
No,
New South
no,
Wales?
I'm not. I'm in New South Wales, thank you.
Alright, we're booking a trip, Shibby. But
I'm in
if,
Queensland. I'm not travelling to New South Wales, jump out of a plane, and I can do it quite comfortably
I'm-
here.
I'm in WA.
Oh, Cowie's off track. Oh, no.
Cowie's
Oh,
off again.
No, he wasn't. I think he might have just come around and just clipped the dirt or something.
Okay, so he's just... Yeah, okay. Oh, good. They can hear you, so I don't need to...
Yeah, they can hear me now. Yeah, yep.
Yeah, you've just committed to this podcast scenario, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. I thought, oh, well, why not? Why not?
We should actually do a Spotify podcast. I wonder who would want to listen to us.
Nobody, mate. There's nobody listening to us now.
Oh,
There
Fair
will
enough.
be when the Porsches fire off, but anyway.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Stay tuned because in the within the next 20 minutes, we are going into our Toyo Sim qualifying for our Porsche 992 Cup.
Harry
Yeah.
using a bit more of his tyres on the dirt, so he's using all that car and
Pit
tyres.
stop's starting to come out from Brad Mays, which means the rest of the field will probably be starting to come in probably the next time by, if not next lap after that. And as for treetop walking, also no. Just
What? You wouldn't even do treetop walking?
no.
on
No,
the...
get out!
You're strapped in. You
You
can't
know
even
those-
fall.
Yes, I'm aware. You know those children flying foxes that go from one end to the other?
Yeah.
I scream when I'm on those.
Oh, man, I need a video of that.
Have you done anything in your life, Scotty?
Yes, I have stayed firmly and safely inside, and it is the best thing ever.
No, you rode motocross. I've ridden motocross and BMX. It's not safe.
Yep.
I've definitely hurt myself more riding motorbikes and BMX than I ever did jumping out of a plane.
Yep, you're 100% correct.
Yeah. You make some
But
good
guess who-
points.
Guess who they stick in charge of the throttle on the motocross bike and the brakes and the leaning bits?
Yeah.
I used to ride to work.
Oh, yeah, right. You still have a bike now?
No, I got rid of it unfortunately. But anyway.
Oh, why?
You got old and you got clicky hips.
No, it wasn't getting ridden enough.
Oh,
And the money got put into a sim rig.
Oh, nice. There's quite a few
So-
guys that I've heard in, especially across SRW, that essentially have actually sold real-life race cars to then build a sim rig at home so they can do it from home and be with
It's
their
cheaper.
family more. Yeah, and it's cheaper, yeah. I know, I have a track car in the shed that hasn't been fixed in 3 years because it's expensive.
If you do drive motocross, WX Wraps will help you out with that if you need a skin for your motorbike.
No, you're not allowed to start spruiking your new sponsor yet.
Yeah, get out of here. You didn't pay for a sponsorship part of this broadcast.
Hey, I can plug it. But
If you were racing and got on the podium, by all means plug it.
Connor wouldn't do that. He's slow.
That's what we've heard from the rest of his team too.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Michael Cuttajar in the
Is
pits.
in, yep.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
what's
just
that?
about
6
everybody else
minutes
is
to
done.
go.
Oliver's going to follow him
Yep,
in, and I
Ray's
think
in.
Vernie's in, and then I think that is it. It might be
Yep.
Callahan. Callahan might be the other one. Yep, okay.
Wow.
That's the whole field in. Everyone's
Scotty
done their stops
got
now.
to 4th. When did that happen?
Pit stop cycle.
And Scotty Callahan probably won't pit, and this will be the 4th race this season. He runs out of fuel on the last corner.
Oh, how dreadful is that, eh?
He's doing it
done.
intentionally. No, he's doing it intentionally.
he's here having fun. He said that he wasn't, when this season was announced, he said to us that he's going to be away a lot for work this season, so he wasn't even sure if he was going to be able to race as much as he already is. And he doesn't want to try and take the points from the guys that are racing flat out. He is here to have a bit of fun and enjoy himself with the rest of the boys racing.
Yeah, but at this rate, he's going to potentially... I just love him to just go, you know what's a ridiculous thing? I've only got 20 minutes of fuel. Let's make that last 30 minutes and make it home.
I mean,
he nearly did that last week. He nearly did that. What was it? It was like half a car length from the finish line, and he stopped.
Yeah. No, that
no,
was
he had enough fuel.
He had enough fuel. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he didn't pit at all.
How crazy was Sandown? Like, let's just talk about that for a second. Porsche Cups, F3s, the SR8s, and the Supercars around there. Like
TCRs, in the TCRs.
And TCRs.
Big week of Sandown.
That was an awesome week of Sandown. I've never seen.
Perfectly honest with you, have a look at the difference in the TCRs. If you'd have said to me last night that the TCR is going to have less cautions at Winton than they did at Sandown, I would have laughed at you.
Yeah, how was that possible?
Yeah. I don't know.
I read the race control report and I was like, no. I was like, they got that wrong. There's no way.
The only one was an investigation onto whether or not I made a safe pit lane exit. That was it.
Oh, McAvoy would have had a great night. Just sat there with a latte and just, sat there. I don't know why I said latte.
He does seem like a latte sort of guy. I'm not going to lie.
No, I reckon he's a caramel kind of guy.
Caramel latte?
No,
skim milk?
None of that. None of that. He is a soy pumpkin spice latte. Thank you.
Yeah.
The full hipster.
Yeah.
The full hipster. I love it.
Yeah. Yep. Or he's the other end, like myself. Long black. Could be that.
I like black and with a few
black
shots
coffee.
of whiskey.
If it's good proper coffee, black coffee is the way to go. No sugar. If it's instant coffee, I've got to put sugar in it.
Can I just say, last few weeks have been all pretty good racing by all, except for the SLM boys on the dirt ovals on Monday night.
Are you having a shot at Andrew?
I'm not just Andrew, the whole crew.
I'm pretty sure he was having a dig at you again, Andrew.
The whole crew.
We haven't stopped having a go at him since Monday. But the great thing was he didn't give up. Every time he lost it, hit the wall, whatever, he got back straight back out and gave it another go.
Yeah. My favourite part was watching Matty King give up. That was the best. That was worth the price of admission on a Monday night.
Hey, why is Scotty Callahan just, I swear he's in like 6th gear just cruising around.
He's dropped to 10th now. He pulled the pits. He was in the pits. Why was he in the pits for so long?
He's just cruising around. I'm serious. He's cruising around. Sunday drive.
Scotty, if you can hear us, go set fast. As soon as you let Nathan Allen go 5 seconds ahead of you, go set fastest lap of the race and nick a bonus point.
Matty's saying he didn't give up. And then he's blaming someone else for blowing his engine 3 times.
I was about to say, Matty didn't give up. His engine gave up on him.
Yeah, 3 times supposedly.
Yeah. His engine took a look at his driving and said, no, I've had enough.
He went, you don't deserve to race tonight. I'm retiring for you.
Wow, you've stuck in your... Oh, Fritzy!
Oh.
Another whiskey delivery down at the Southern Loop.
I like it down there. It's such a great little corner. Look at all the cars in the background. See? It gives them all the delivery straight to them.
Yep.
Maybe you can get a Whitey's pie as well. Plug for Scotty.
Got any pie vans around? Well, let's have a look. Not really. Oh, they could have some pies in that tent
Marquee tent?
Yeah, marquees. So they have the pies and then the whiskey tent. So, beautiful spot.
Have you actually got a Whitey's pie yet? Scotty?
No, I haven't.
Oh, still. Oh.
Aren't they in New Zealand?
Yeah, I think it is a New Zealand thing.
Okay.
Hey, they can be shit.
Let me look it up.
They can't get into the
they
country.
have one.
You can't ship a pie.
There's a Whitey's pie in Orange in New South Wales, which is crazy because that's near where I grew up.
I need to get in contact with Jake Edwards, by the way, or the Chris Cross guys.
I think Whitey's pies though is New Zealand.
Hang on.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to do some Facebook storming on Jake Edwards.
I'm just Googling.
There you go. So check it. Is that white flag? Yeah, that's white flag. So Michael Cutter is going to be coming across the line very shortly.
Only, a casual 7.7 seconds in front of second place.
Casually.
I feel like in this case, Scotty Cal should have just pushed hard and just tried to see what he could do. But yeah, that's Michael Cutter with the checkered flag. So he won our first heat and the second heat, so he will take out our overall tonight. Ray Oliver is second place for our first heat and second place for our second heat, so he will take second place overall this evening. Now, this is going to be an interesting one because it's going to be hard for me to work out third place because Vernie looks like he's going to come third. Jacques came third in Heat 1, but Jacques is going to finish in 8th. Whereas Nathan Vernie finished in 8th.
What a great name. What a great name. Jacques.
That's how it's pronounced. Yeah, Jacques.
Yeah. What an awesome name. Sounds so,
It's French.
He's chock full of entertainment.
Yeah. Oh my lord.
And pace apparently tonight too.
Dear.
Yeah.
Mate, I can make anything into a pun, alright?
Oh mate, you should just have punt on the back of your car. As in punt the car.
Well, that's that for tonight. So yeah, so Michael Cutter is our overall round winner this evening with Ray Oliver in second place. I think it's going to be tough to pick third because it was very mixed finishes between third and 8th in both the first heat and the second heat.
Well, the second heat's worth more, so whoever finishes third place in the second heat would take it.
So it may be Vernie, but yeah, it's still going to be close. Why are you revving your engine out?
Oh no! Adam Hughes' power's just gone out, by the way, for Porsche Cup. So there is a way to prevent him from scoring points in the Porsche and winning races, and it's to cut power.
Do you reckon Jake Edwards did that?
No.
No, a teammate wouldn't do that to their teammate. No, not at all. Cough, cough, wink, wink.
Oh no, you're blowing your engine. Don't do it. I was trying to get a photo. Oh, there it goes.
Wait a few seconds, now they can't move.
Uh-oh.
Update. Whitey's Pies is based in New South Wales.
Oh, so it is the one in orange.
Yep, so I can get myself a Whitey's Pie.
Oh, I wonder if I can order online.
Yes, mate, they're shipping pies to Queensland.
I need to get one and try it. And then if it's not as good as my the little Asian bakery that's near me, then I will complain about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, moving on to our podium celebrations. From your feature race, Nathan Vernie, it has been a very long time between drinks for you on the podium. Nathan, it's been a while. Thank you for teaching me tips on how to get this thing off the line last season, because that worked well for you tonight.
Yeah, it's the way to get off. It's not the fastest way, but it's the way to ensure you get off well. I actually went against that last week and tried to do a little bit of clutch stuff, and yeah, it didn't work out. So back to that this week. Yeah, it was. It's just great fun coming in and driving these cars on this track with these guys. It's got a big smile on my face the whole way through.
You and Cowie were going toe-to-toe there for quite a while. I mean, that whole pack, the whole shtick that was going on with Ray, Cutter, obviously you block Cutter down the inside on the run to Honda, and the next turn he blocks you on the run down to Honda, and the next turn you just got to expect that. That's just good-fashioned radical racing.
Yeah, that's the thing. With this reverse grid, obviously, I had a bit of a battle with Cowie in the first race, and you know, it didn't work out for us. But you got to be on the front, and you know, if you're on the front and there's guys that are definitely quicker than you, you're not going to roll out the red carpet. You're going to go pretty defensive and stuff, and you know, make it a bit harder for them. And I think we did that. And yeah, it was a lot of fun, and you know, I hope those guys weren't getting too frustrated. But you know, it's not often you can. Well, I think Cowie's going for some laps led. Yeah, but he's a lot more difficult to pass than season 1. I'll tell you that much. He's gotten really good.
Let's take a look forward once again. So we've now chalked off quite a few rounds. We've chalked off Sandown. I think it's Oran Park next week for you guys, isn't it?
Yeah, sounds familiar. Yeah.
Might be back to Bathurst actually, because you guys started off as Bathurst again this season. So helps when you click the right tab on Discord, by the way. Oran Park. No, it was Oran Park. So I did get it right from the get-go. So it's Oran Park next week. Bouncing and bumbling your way up and over the bridge and through the figure eight. Comfortable around Oran Park?
I don't think I've ever driven in this car. I love it in the Skippies and the MX-5s, but yes, it's gonna be fun. I think there's that turn 2 might be a bit tricky, but yeah, definitely the bridge. Coming on the bridge with a bit too much throttle, I think. Yeah, we'll see how that one goes.
All right, mate. Congratulations to you and the boys. Who makes it possible for the Locked On Lads entry?
We'll just say thanks to Locked On Lads, and yeah, thanks to the broadcast and SRW and everyone I raced. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nathan Verney finishes P3 tonight in your feature race. Unsure on the round results, but we'll try and get those through to you when we can. Moving on, P2 and P2 for Ray Oliver guarantees him, well, P2 in the round. Ray, mate, can you just tell Jacques to let you out of the way a little bit sooner?
Yeah, he was being nice. He was being generous. He knew I had a bit more pace than him as an overall, so he was being a good teammate and gentleman, as always.
More importantly, how good was it to see Nathan Allen driving a car off into the weeds yet again, like he did that safety car at Winton that one time?
It was actually good to actually be able to pass him and do it clean without him spinning, so that was even better.
Nathan Allen's definitely listening out there. Have you got any more insults that you'd like to rub in the wounds there for him?
I mean, how long's a piece of string or a roll of toilet paper? I mean, there's so many.
Phillip Island's just a banging track here for these cars. The track and car combination is just awesome. And next week we head the series heads on to Oran Park. Championship prospects looking quite high, but it's going to be difficult to track down that Michael Cutter-Jar, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, he's knocking on the 7K for the I rating, so I mean, I'm definitely trying to sort of in the wrong weight division, if you want to put it as that.
Look, if Connor and I get out and we both hold the rear end of his car and we just sit there for the rest of the race, do you reckon that'll be enough?
I think we just need to get Nathan to go in front of him and be a shovel.
All right, mate. Your opportunity to thank the sponsors from Frog Leap Race.
Yeah, just like to thank everybody from Frog Leap and Juiced and All Sports, Pet Dog Company, and there's going to be more that I've forgotten, which I do apologise. But yeah, just cheers to everybody, and cheers for Jacques for all the things he's done the last few days as well. It's been great, and yeah, it's been good fun.
All right,
You forgot about Toyo Sim.
Ah, yeah, there you go. I knew there was going to be one, and I think there's another one as well, but I'm still trying to get my head around everyone without missing anybody.
Before you jump out of the podium room, I do want to throw one more shout out to Nathan Allen. Thank you for being your own medevac helicopter.
Yeah, on that side note, I was surprised I actually didn't hit him because of how far he's coming back. I think I was getting more dazed and confused than he probably was in the cockpit.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ray Oliver loves to banter and loves to throw some shade at Nathan Allen. We will be back on the other side of this, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to head to a quick break before we bring you all the Porsche Cup action on the flip side of this with the news that Adam Hughes not available here tonight at the moment with a power outage. That could spice up the Porsche Cup Championship. Stay tuned to find out more.
Thank you, everyone, for sticking with us tonight. Please stay tuned as our Porsche 992 Cup will be heading to Winton Motor Raceway very shortly. Our comms team is just taking a quick break, and we will be back with all the action in about 5 minutes. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for staying tuned for our second race of the Thursday night doubleheader, proudly brought to you by DSL Welding and Warren and Brown Tools. We now bring to you the live action from our Porsche 992 Cup.
Is now racing right across the world. Porsche shipped them all worldwide. They went worldwide straight away with this car. So, well, we are here at the fall circuit, the national circuit as it's known for Winton Motor Raceway. We were here last night with the TCRs on, I believe it was called the club layout, the shorter layout. So there is a near oval version of this where you go right at the end of the main straight. That's MR Sharma. Straight to qualifying, 15 minutes on the board, and we're going to jump deep into it straight away and start getting some times coming out. Sam Ware is jumped up to the top end of town. Rick Kuznetsov, of course, has been as fast as usual. Putting lap after lap after lap of stellar pace together.
Just realised you said Amar Sharma's back.
Amar Sharma, yep,
Yeah,
that's
he's
him
back.
right there.
That's great to see.
Guess who's back? Back again.
No, that's saved for Monday night, Scott. That's a Monday night thing when we actually run the podcast.
From the boat ramp.
Did you see what I put in the I don't know if anybody noticed it, in the results for the NASTRUCKS in Discord?
No.
Ah, somebody picked
But
up on
you
it
put the
yet.
clip in there, didn't you?
No. It was for Scalzi's race team. You're gonna go have a look now, aren't you?
I'm gonna have to, aren't I?
Anyway, we are hot into qualifying for the Porsche 992 Cup. At the moment, it's looking like we're going to have about 20 plus cars on track. So this is going to be quite a fun-filled race in the Porsche Cup tonight. I am definitely looking forward to it. Connor is taking a bit of a break due to time zones. It is his dinner time, and yes, our comms team must eat. I do not starve them. That is not how we work here.
You starved me of oxygen.
You starve yourself of oxygen because we can never get you to stop talking. But right now, Sam Moore is on some purples, and I believe this will actually be his first. Is this his hour lap, or is this actually going to be his
So
first?
this will be actually a full flying lap. The first car across the line.
There
So
we
Sam,
go, the 119.
yeah, will jump to the top of the boards. Mazomo starting to stick some times together. Remember the racing that came from Sandown last week as well from Mazomo. Really disappointed that he could not get it all stuck together. Mazomo is going to jump in there and get a second time on the board. Dodds will jump to P3 as well.
Dodds jumped to P2, and then Mazomo actually outdid him. Oh, and so Sharma and Borg. And Lawrence. And Stewart. Oh, come on, Dodsy, mate. You're gonna have to
all right,
put
calm
a
down.
quick one in. Hey, Dodsy's got some speed in these Porsche. We've seen that over the last couple of weeks. Brian Borg, good to see getting out there in the Porsche as well. I know he came along for our Sandown 50 lapper, and is he in our V8 series at the moment? Because I know that filled out extremely fast. Got Dean
maybe.
Hunt coming around. I know, I definitely saw him in the 50 lads of Sandown, but I think because our supercars were so popular that a lot of these guys that just joined the league couldn't get in because we had to close registration so fast. But we are taking interest for our 2023 Supercars series as we see Amar slide off the track there just in front of Brian Borg. And it looks like we've got an open track tonight with no Hughesy, no Adam Hughes. So the man himself, who just can't be beaten in these Porsche cars, is having technical difficulties and will not be on the track tonight.
Did hear that, yes. So,
It's good to see all the... You seen how many of the 1-9 guys have all of a sudden flooded to SRW?
yeah. They're all enjoying things. I got a whole bunch of messages when we started. Had Connor come over and commentate for us. We had all these messages. Oh, can I enter this series? Oh, can I enter this series? Oh, can I enter this series? All the 1-9 guys, constantly. They're like a rash. You get one, it starts spreading. Bad smell?
Yeah, you
Well.
probably should not have invited me.
Connor's back. You keep munching away on dinner,
you have dinner, mate. We've got it covered.
hi,
This
This
is our podcast.
Scotty and I,
was
we're
my,
just taking over from now
I was
on.
having
That's
my
it.
apple pie and caramel milkshake, so there you go.
Oh, all right. I'm coming to
Yeah.
your place.
Yeah, I
Good
know,
enough.
it's so good. Bakery downtown, but yeah, like basically I said I got the gig in SRW and all of them just started flooding in. Oh, maybe we'll do that on a Thursday night.
We want to hear
you know?
Connor talk about us.
Yeah.
No
But
more
yeah.
of this talking about other people.
Yeah, exactly. But no, glad to be on SRW's team, and yeah, it's been great.
All right, well, that's enough out of you. You can go back into the cupboard again.
Yeah, righto. Oh,
You've come out. You've done the job.
you and Shibby can just talk away. I'll
There you
just
go. See? You got it.
listen in.
Time's still coming in thick and fast. Stewart's a long way down the board. Sharma's a long way down the board. Jackson, Borg, Lawrence. Dodds is actually really a long way up the board. That's a reasonable start to the qualifying attempt from Harry Dodds. So
He definitely did a bit quicker than his first lap, which is great to see. I mean, don't even have the best times up here. Here you go, viewers. How about not have the intervals and have the best time? So now you can actually see the times they're setting. Yeah, so Doddsy got knocked back to 9th place, so great to see him actually push hard again and get back up into 5th. His driving skill has really improved, especially across the V8s and the Porsche. Reggie
Yeah, I mean,
Barber.
he's slowly coming into his own, isn't he?
Yeah,
So-
he really is.
The critical thing is the next time he makes a mistake, and Winton, to be perfectly honest, tonight is a good opportunity. It's probably going to happen at some point tonight. He makes a mistake, he runs wide, and then what happens to him after that? Because that is where the next step has got to come from, Mr. Harry Dodds. That is where he's weakest, is the response, the drive back through the field. He understands very well how to race with the top guys, but if he's ever going to have success within sim racing, does not matter where, he has got to understand how to race against people at multiple different skill levels. It's absolutely critical.
Oh well, I'm back.
Hi, back. I'm Dad.
Well, you're not. I'm Dad.
Well, tell you what's new to the scene is 9.5 with their new liveries.
Get out.
What?
Oh, get out, you. I've had enough.
He said 9.5, not 1.9.
Yeah.
Oh, 9.5.
Yeah,
All
he's
right.
talking about 9.5 Sim Sports, not 1.9. You know what I like to see? Toddy Thorburn out there.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've seen the Chef Republic entry.
Mate, look,
Yeah, wow.
people don't understand. In New Zealand, this guy is a top-notch chef. People fly him to venues so he can teach other chefs how to do presentation for photos for magazines and TV adverts. The man himself has been in TV adverts for restaurants. So he's
That's
a
what he does now.
busy man.
I was talking to him, and yeah, he was he went for a business thing, and all he was doing was conferences, and yeah, he's very big, old Chef Toddy.
Yeah, over in New Zealand
Very
he is,
big.
mate. I've seen some of the work he's done, and it looks amazing. Amazing.
Oh, how good would that be? The commentary team. Chef Toddy cooks for us, you know, get a bit of food. Throw Scotty out of a plane and
Throw Scotty out.
Get out.
It's
And I
like you
stay
have
on the
no
ground.
choice. It's like
Get
you have no
out.
choice.
I'm done with a lot of you guys. Stuff you both.
You're not, because you'll be back. So Corey McFarlane is leading by, what's that? 7... Oh gosh, nearly a second. No, I can't
No.
even see my own time.
no, only about a tenth or two.
118.98 with Rick with a 119.15. So yeah, a couple of tenths, a bit
See
over
Rick.
a tenth.
Good to see Rick back in the game as well. He's been doing a lot of V8 Supercars. He's been very successful recently in the Pro Invitational. He did the Bathurst. Did very well on it.
He's also racing now GT3s. So he actually joined for
Yeah, he
our
was.
50 lap of Sandown.
And he
Got
won.
interested and then saw the GT3s and jumped on board with that as well. So we've pulled in a lot of new drivers this season, which is awesome to see.
Yeah, 100%, and I think all of them are loving it. But it's quite funny to see Rick though. He, he said when he was driving the Cup car at Oran Park, he said he doesn't drive these things, and he's just done a 119.1. So it's pretty impressive. Yeah. There's Dean Hunt sitting in the pit. Peter. Yeah. And by the way, I did a bit of a dummy. I registered as me, not to watch as well. So, yeah.
Absolute muppet.
Yeah.
Ruddy muppet you are.
Yeah. So if anyone doesn't know out there, it's basically when you register yourself and you're supposed to go watch as a commentator, and I press register to do the race. So technically I could be out there and race. But, they wouldn't allow me that. But,
Righto, time is still continuing to come in thick and fast.
I think Cowie's been Harry Dodds spotted here. How good's that?
Oh, then the flip-flop.
Yeah, they've done the flip flop. Not at the flip flop, but we're talking about the flip flop.
That's also a dance, you know.
So,
Flip flop.
oh,
Yeah.
Rick just bounces off the curve. That was huge. Almost went into space.
So the times haven't changed too much, and everybody still is just only setting bests. So it'll be interesting
Yeah.
to see in the last 3 minutes, or just under 3 minutes, if any of these guys can actually move up. As we see Mal Powell drop into 16th, so he does get a lap in.
And Stewart's continuing on with his lap in the middle. Borg is continuing to go faster as well. Muir's just improved his last 2 sectors. I think he's actually improved that lap time as well. Stephen Lawrence is another one that set a green sector. Other than that, nobody's improving at the moment, so there's no real movement up and down the lap chart.
Jake Jackson was on a lap too, and he went wide and got an off track there. So lucky for Jake there. So how funny's it? All not funny, but Jake Jackson, Matt Stewart, and Amara are in the same chat right now, and they're 1, 2, 3. How good's that? Good consistency. Brian Borg's jumped up a little bit. Stefan, he's staying there. Sonomo, Simon Mazzono. Get that right one day. Yeah. Off the track there. I'm pretty sure that's Stefan. Yep, Stefan's off the track there. Whitey's pies. So we were talking about that in the stream. I don't know, actually.
Yeah, I don't think Stefan McCartan's actually available. I don't think he's actually run a lot of the Porsche Cup so far this season. So... anyway, such is life. Right, we are within the last minute of qualifying here, so the guys have got to be on their quick laps just about now. And then we'll be setting ourselves for the start, and we'll head off under race conditions for the first time here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, your Porsche Cup coverage proudly brought to you by DSL Welding Services. They currently do the welding work for most of the rail network in Victoria. If you need welding assistance, DSL Welding Services are the people to get in contact with. Warren & Brown Tools. If you're looking for a new tool, Warren & Brown are just about the best quality money can buy within Australia. And again, we're going to continue to try and get in contact with them about getting your Rattlegun Rankin merchandise available through Warren & Brown Tools. I have yet to hear back about that one. I don't think I ever will, but we will try nonetheless. Toyo Sim Racecraft, Melville Equipment Corporation, Dragon RC in the promo department. Round out the sponsors list. Checkered flags in the air. That tells me we've got a sprint race format. Corey McFarlane will be from pole.
Yeah, I want to see that merch, Scotty.
Get out. You've been here how long? You've been banned for the commentary box like 5 times. Somebody keeps leaving the door open.
Oh, no, right? No, it'd be... if, oh, it'd be more than that.
All right, the grid's up, guys.
Gridding up now. Corey McFarlane taking the P1 of tonight.
Outstanding Sim Sports off of the front row alongside Premier Racing Team, or PRT's, Rick Kuznetsov, Sam Muir, and TriStar Racing entry P number 3, Greg Barber, P number 4, Simon Mazzomo in P number 595 Sim Sports off alongside Stephen Lawrence from Right Sim Racing. 6 different teams cover your top 6. First of our duplicates here tonight, Brian Borg Shorts from PRT, Harry Dodds from Performance Sim Racing making it 7 teams from the top 8 positions. Jake Jackson will make it 8 teams from the top 9 positions in 1-9, and Matt Stewart, the other 1-9 entry here tonight. Amar Sharma for Midline Sim Racing, Callan Hodgkinson, another crisscross Racing entry. It's further back. We'll throw it back to Dean Hunt in the Frog Leap Juice Racing car. Jack Pickett off of alongside of him. Peter Pollard in the Aussie Boys Racing entry. Mal Powell in Drop a Gear Motorsports. Toddy Thorburn in the Chef Republic car. Tyson McAvoy, I think, is your safety car driver, so ignore him. Bruce White has registered. Don't know if he'll be turning laps here tonight. Adam Hughes, again, has had power failure, so we'll be taking a drop around here tonight. Connor Nixon, your commentary entry, and Bryce Meddings and Shannon Blackburn round out the back end of the grid.
How good. I'm surprised Bryce is not racing, if he's watching. Bryce. But yeah, we'll see what happens here. Should be an interesting start with the tightest little track in Australia, so this should be interesting.
Right, lights are going to come on. They're going to go out in a few moments' time. And then we are going to go Porsche Cup racing, ladies and gentlemen. That is what you're about to see on your screen. They're going to fire off the run down to turn number 1. And we'll see who can make it through the tight, twisty, turny bits on the first lap. Early takers, Corey McFarlane down the inside. Looks like he's going to continue on defending for all his money. He's finishing on to entries. And it's Mazzomo that's gone backwards as well, way off on the left-hand side of the track. So he got escorted wide. Will rejoin. Has managed to get back in there just about, continuing on as if nothing's ever happened. So Mazzomo is going to drop in front of Peter Pollard, I believe it is, who's dropped in behind him. And they will all sort themselves out finally as they rumble down towards the trees for the first time. One of the most difficult corners to get one of these Porsches around because you're constantly trying to get back to the throttle, but the rear end wants to snap out from your tyres. Still coming up to temperature. Look for some loose ends coming out of the rear tyres. Somebody spinning to the infield. It's Harry Dodds. So we wanted to see if he could drive his way back through the field without coming to grief. And now he's going to get that opportunity. But Rick Kuznetsov has set an absolute blockbuster first lap, and now Corey McFarlane's going to have to go and chase him down, Connor, and that's not how they lined up at the end of qualifying.
No, it's not. Rick had a pretty shocking little first corner. He went really wide, almost lost it. Just coming out of the corner, just took too much curb, and there was a huge crash in the back. We're talking about PRT. PRT and Jake Jackson got involved. Brian Borg, the leader, you could say, the boss. Amar up the inside of Matt Stewart here in the Vast Motorsports entry. Oh, taking a bit too much curb. Amar's actually got a new wheelbase, so his Sim Magic wheelbase from Racecraft Simulations died, and he got a new one. So from Toyo Sim. So well done to Amar.
Well, that's perfect. How's that for some sponsor representation? The MSR entry trying to get down the inside. Drives for Vast Motorsports on and off, which is his team. So that's the colours that you see spliced all over that car. MSR is an old team that he used to run for, which is the name that you see.
Yeah. Yeah. So next to Toyo Sim and Racecraft, obviously, and yeah, DSL and all the other guys that make it work. And one of the Whitey's pies. Scotty's favourite entry. Oh, Simon Mazzaro. Just getting really close there.
Somebody else picking up some dust in the background there as well. And two cars going side by side.
Oh, that was close.
Got the job done. But, just barely. So they will settle themselves down, and the pace has started to normalise here from everyone. So we'll see what they're able to start putting together for us. Who's on a burner? Who's looking to try and move their way forward? Mazzomo's trying to come back through the pack because he's got speed. He's going to try and get down the inside here at Mal Powell. Powell's going to give him a heap of room down the inside. They still make contact. Mal sort of squeezed him, and then again on entry there. That's just racing at Winton. It's just such a tough, tight little track. And now the Chef Republic entry for Toddy.
Look at that.
He was trying to serve up Mal Powell a dish best served cold.
Oh!
Now Toddy's getting served up.
That was Dodds. That was so far back there. Wow. That was a long way back from Dodds.
Who wouldn't want to be a fly on the wall in that commentary, in that driver's earpiece tonight?
Oh, that's Corey McFarlane off the road there. Oh, no. He's dropping spots. fourth. Now he's going to be right in front of Matt Stewart and Amar. So he's going to have to really find to get his way back there. Looked like he made a mistake, just went wide. So he's getting a lot of understeer from that car. He's got to pull over.
Slow down penalty? Slow down penalty. Got to be a slow down penalty. Oh! Oh! Was that Mal Powell and Harry Dodds? Was. That is a high-speed accident.
Oh, so, yeah, we'll have to get a DSL Welding Services replay, and there it is. Oh, look at that.
I think Netcode has initiated that contact, but Harry Dodds sort of broke in a line back to the right, you've got to say.
I think he just went back to the right. And I don't know why, in a way.
He's up the inside. He's up the inside far enough that he's going to get that move done. He doesn't need to squeeze the space out. And he's...
Yeah, that's... What do you think, Scott?
Honestly, he'll be frustrated with it for sure, but I think he's at fault.
Yeah.
But there's a lesson in that one for Harry, and that's what he's been slowly picking up, is all these little bits and pieces of lesson. Every time you see him make a mistake, he rarely makes the same mistake twice. The problem is now for Harry Dodds is he's got to prevent those mistakes happening the first time around.
Yeah. Corey McFarland has dropped back too. Look at this, P10. He's not going to be happy with himself. Rick's in 8th, and Sam Mueller. Look, what was he?
Oh, so you know what? Corey McFarland would have made contact with Kuznetsov. They've fired each other off, and then McFarland was slowing because he was redressing the position to Kuznetsov. Would be what it is. 100%.
Jack's been black flagged. Where's Jack sitting?
Is that Jake Jackson?
No.
Jake Edwards.
No, that's
Jack Pickett in P9. Yeah.
Wonder. Yeah, right. Wonder what happened there.
Well, we'll wait for the
Corey
update.
McFarland
Race
getting
controllers.
black flagged.
Yeah, so that'll be contact with Rick Kuznetsov, 100% for sure. More than likely, so.
I wonder what happens with Brian Borg and Jake Jackson.
Whoa, hang on.
Mm.
Oh, okay, never mind. That makes sense. Okay, the two cars that I was like, oh, is there a pit stop in this race? No, it's the two cars serving the penalty.
No, drive through. Yeah. But
I hope Jack doesn't take a service, because you can't take a service and serve a drive-through penalty.
Oh no.
He has done too, hasn't he?
Yep. Oh no. Oh, that's gonna kill him. Yeah, so that's Jake Jackson on screen with Brian Borg. And there was contact with these two at the start. Brian Borg was very slow on the left, and Brian's just came back on the track, and Jake got collected, so they're fighting their way back now, working together.
Don't know how much working together is going to go on there if they've had that happen already. But anyway, Sam Ewer's just going to say, you know what, boys? You guys keep fighting. I'll just inherit the lead. What did he start?
Yeah, how's this? I think he's I don't think he's got a win yet, has he, Samuel? No, he hasn't.
I think he picked up a race victory, but not a round victory. Yeah, we've talked to him a few times, but
yeah, it's Suzuka and Oran Park. I think it was. Yeah.
Suzuka.
Yeah, he was.
Where
on
are you
podium.
pulling that from?
Last season.
Okay, I wasn't commentating the Porsches with you last season. That's why.
Oh, Jake Jackson's been spun around. It's Brian Borg. Oh no.
Did Jackson tow?
He's just left the server. Oh no. What's happened?
Well, that's a rear field penalty for the next round, unfortunately. So we're going to see if we can't get a replay. How good's this shot? Down under the gum tree.
That'd be very interesting.
So chaos goes from Winton, where basically the way it seems to work is if the Porsches have a clean race,
No, up the
TCRs,
inside. Just getting
Zomo's-
squeezed from the juice car.
Zomo's going to get the job done.
Yeah, really nice move actually.
Shout out and apologies to Toyota Sim. There was a planned promotion done for them tonight for the qualifying for the Porsche Cup Series, and it never went to air. So thank you to Toyota Sim for their proud partnership and proud support, but apologies for not getting the banner right. There you go. That's the one right there. You would have just seen it for half a moment. The Toyota Sim qualifying banner, and now we're back to the DSL Welding Services one. So big thank you to Toyota Sim.
Yeah, they definitely do a lot for us, don't they, with their KMS direct drives. Thanks to those guys. Great wheelbases and direct drives. Very affordable direct drives, and yeah, thank you to those guys for sponsoring us, and we'll keep moving forward with them, and back to the race. Sam Muir.
Yeah, so yeah, how about this from Sam? You are not getting the best qualifying effort, but sometimes you just need to keep it clean. And when the cars head to what is known as, Connor said, one of the tightest Australian circuits you ever likely to get your hands on.
Yeah. Oh, there's no doubt in my mind there is. Because you think of every other
Calder Park?
Australian track. Yeah?
That's a tight little twisty one, but obviously not on iRacing.
What track, sorry?
Calder Park.
Oh, never heard of it.
There's a restoration project in the works for it actually at the moment, so...
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, sorry, Connor. Again, you're banned from the commentary booth. That's twice tonight. Twice during the Porsche Cup race.
Calder Park? No, yeah, no.
Oh, home of Australia's only asphalt oval circuit, my friend. The Asphalt Thunderdome.
Oh, it's an oval.
No, it's not primarily an oval, but the Calder Park Thunderdome is an oval.
Huh. Yeah, right. Do you reckon, well, here's a question. Do you reckon NASCAR will ever travel over here?
They have. Well, there was an Australian NASCAR series for a little while.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that'd be good to see. Oh, you could do the Trans Ams. They would work. But, some...
Yep, drag strip out there. Very big drag. That's just everywhere in Australia. Every major racing track in Australia's just got a drag strip. Winton Park's got one.
Yeah. Winton,
Sandown is basically just two drag strips with some corners slung between it.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, up the inside. So
yeah, so Mazoma is starting to cut his way back through the field. How's the drive from Callan Hodgkinson, who's going to get his first top 10 of the season and start towards the pointy end of the field for race number 2. So the recovery drive from Mazoma is in full effect, and he is hunting down through the back. Emma Sharma, meanwhile, is going to start off the front row at the moment. And Bruce White will be pole for the reverse grid feature.
Well, Amar, something must have happened because he was right on the back of Matt Stewart. So, the inside of Matt Stewart. Rick's just...
Oh! That was clumsy.
That was very clumsy. That was interesting. That was naughty, as they say in the F1. Very naughty.
Oh!
Wow, very aggressive Rick on the back of Matt Stewart, the chili bin, the complete opposite. Just hard on the brakes.
Yeah, Rick Kuznetsov is a little bit about like those rear brake discs at the moment, a little bit hot under the collar. Starting to show it. He's going to take off track. Stewart's covering the inside. Kuznetsov trying to get the crisscross, pops him up a little bit. Now down the inside, the second last corner. We'll get down the inside the last corner. Elbows him wide. And there'll probably be a call to race control on that one. And he'd have half a case to answer. Harry Dodds is in the background on his way back through.
It's the Jake Jackson didn't call in the incident, and I haven't heard Manny Stewart yet. So, yeah, just playing nice.
Well, Barber's just been overtaken by Stefan Lawrence. So Barber was in P2, and he was actually clear by a little way. So Greg Barber's made a mistake in the last lap or so, which is
well, was it?
very un-Greg Barber-like.
Well, there's about a 6-second gap now with Sam Mule. So, yeah, he's doing well. How good would Sam, like, how happy would Sam be if he got this little win, you know? He's always got Adam Hughes fighting with him and Greg Barber there as his teammate, you know? It's good to see Sam Mule on the top step right now, but we'll see what happens till the end. Not sure getting on the radio.
Yeah, so I was wondering whether or not that would happen. I mean, the benefit is he actually gave Kuznetsov the opportunity to, you know, he's giving him half a lap to redress it. Because if he redresses it and they go back on again, well, play ball.
Yeah. See what happens with that incident. Did we end up getting the replay of Rick and Corey as well?
No, we didn't. We haven't seen any replays so far of a lot of those incidents.
Well, we didn't even see the one with Brian and Jake.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything.
PRT being a bit rough tonight, maybe.
More so Nathan Shibby Howard's broadcasting. Howie's broadcasting work needs work.
Shots fired. But,
that is the only time I'll ever get to say that.
Brian Borg has left the server. Wow.
So drivers dropping through thick and fast. Corey McFarlane is no longer on the track as well.
What happened to Brian Borg here? Oh, he did crash.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Lewis Hamilton flashbacks from China.
Yeah. Oh. Sorry, Brian, we got that on screen, mate. So, yep.
Hope we eventually do get the Chinese Grand Prix track and Malaysia. Sepang.
Oh, how's it with Singapore?
No? Not Singapore.
Why not Singapore?
You're never going to get that. It's no good for racing in anything.
Yeah, but it's a cool track.
Right. But they need good racetracks.
They added LA Coliseum. Oh. Cool. No further action with Matt Stewart and Rick connects. Rick. With Rick, the PRT entry in P4 right now. So, what do you think of the whole situation? No further action. But,
yeah, that's. I mean, it goes back. We've only seen one look at it, and that's the critical thing. Race control get the opportunity to look at something multiple times before they make a decision. And
the march is right on the.
Yeah, Mama's starting to hunt down on Dean Hunt, actually, himself. Yeah, so we only get one view, and we've only seen one view. And until we've seen every view, it's very tough to call. Now, it could be that Matt Stewart has turned in a little bit. It could be this Kuznetsov is running right out towards the exit of the road. It was Kuznetsov's corner. He did have the nose ahead.
Yeah, he did. To be fair, yeah. Fair enough. Leave it up to race control.
So, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to find any of those early on incidents because it's just not getting the incident reports come through on the broadcasting and timing software at the moment. So, all those incidents have gone on. Unfortunately, ladies and gents, we're going to have to, the best we can possibly do is just go searching for things, maybe replay the first lap during the small break between the two races, I think is about all we're going to be able to do.
Yeah. See what we do about that.
But Greg Barber still managing to go with Stefan Lawrence, and Sam Muir is out to a 6-second lead, 18 minutes and 30 seconds on the timing screen at the moment. So the next time he crosses the start-finish line will be the second last time. The next time by that, he will receive the checkered flag. So white flag will be in the air more than likely this time by for Sam Muir for TriStar Racing. What a drive. When you got to keep it clean, and that is the critical thing when you come to Winton, is accuracy. Keep it clean, keep the nose pointed in the right direction, and success tends to come your way. Yes, you got to be quick, but accuracy gets rewarded. car. That is the Toddy. Oh, he just collected someone.
Oh,
He did. He absolutely did.
that would have been Rick.
He
No?
just grabbed the gas. It was MR Sharma, I think. No, it wasn't.
No.
I think it was.
Who was it?
It looked like Hodgkinson. It looked like a
I
crisscross
thought it
car.
was Rick. Hang on. DSL Welding Service replay.
Oh, it was Rick. Good eyes.
Oh, bang!
Wow.
Wow, that's
Wowee to take Toddy's turn.
yeah. Wow. I wonder what they do about that. That was a big old hit. So where's Rick sitting now?
Surely he's tired. No way, Kuznetsov is still trying to get this car. He's going to get this car home. Callan Hodgkinson's
What?
crawling all over his
White
rear
flag.
bumper.
Sam
Yeah.
Muir's coming across the line now to take P1.
This will be a drive from Kuznetsov.
Oh,
Hodgkinson's going to go to the outside of him, so first is home from Sam Muir. If this doesn't affect Kuznetsov's finishing position, there's not going to be too much. You kind of... Well, Kuznetsov's going to try and hold him off. He's locked a brake on the way in. He's going to get to the final corner. Hodgkinson's going to do all he possibly can. Kuznetsov's just going to park it in all the wrong spots. The Ronda flag.
Oh! That was rough.
Well, yeah, there we go. So that concludes race number 1. And Sam Muir is going to grab the victory and start from P10 for race number 2. Lawrence and Barbie a podium. Stewart comes home in P4, and he qualified outside the top 10, ladies and gentlemen. Simon Mazzomo P5. Kuznetsov, Hodgkinson, Hunt, Sharma, and White. So Bruce White and Amar Sharma are going to make up the front row for race number 2. Harry Dodd's home in P11. And I don't think there was very much between him and Bruce White either. So Peter Pollard, Mal Powell, Toddy Thurburn, Corey McFarlane disconnected. A whole bunch of cars disconnected. It was chaos, Winton. Race control, sort that one out. That's I'm glad I'm not in the booth here tonight. That is not an easy job. That is your race number 1 finishing positions. We're going to be 5 minutes away from firing off into race number 2. So definitely an interesting race number 1.
Yeah, how interesting was that? Like, coming across that line, that was, yeah. Well, like, yeah, there were a lot of incidents where it was, yeah, a bit touch and go. But, I mean, good race by Sam Muir. What a race. Pulled the gap and that was it. Well done to him, though.
Great job, great job. Kept the car clean, pointed it in the right directions.
Even Stefan, P6 to P2, well done to him. Matty Stewart, P10 to P4. Greg Barber, P4 to P3, but that's typical Greg Barber stuff. Consistent. Simon Mazzero, P5 to P5. Didn't change at all. Well done to him. And starting from P1 is Bruce White. How good's that? What a race.
Yeah, great job. Great job up and down the field, ladies and gentlemen. 3 minutes to go, and then we're going to race number 2 here for the evening. So not too far away from turning the corner on that one. What have you thought of the action so far, ladies and gentlemen? Porsche Cup and the SR8 Radicals, and is that Jack Pickett going searching for the drag strip? I think he's ended up in the wrong spot for that one.
Yeah, it looks like he's just trying to find a drag strip, which is pretty easy to find. But you know what I'm surprised, Scotty? SRW haven't had a drag race to see what's the best line off the car off the line.
Well, it's not anything but the Audi and the TCR. The Audi TCR is the drag strip car.
Porsche Cup would be alright.
SR8 Radical volunteered by Howie. Hey, is your mic unmuted again? Are you chilling in the background? What's the go this time?
Or what about that electric car?
Yeah, the Porsche. Yep, but we don't have a series in it. It's the only qualm I have with it.
Yeah. Oh well, on the list. Maybe a Christmas thing we can do that.
Is it on the list? Quick Supercars boys off the line.
Yeah. It depends who's driving the supercar. If it's Rick, Matt, or Matt Stewart, or maybe who else is good off the line? Jamie Dyke, maybe, but yeah, to launch that supercar, it's like you got to be twinkle toes. So yeah, don't know, do not know. Do not know, but round 2 should be
coming
good.
your way in about 40 seconds. So we're going to have a pit stop in this one. So a few drivers taking the opportunity to drive through the pit lane, get themselves all keyed in terms of how it's all going to unfold, ladies and gents. 25 seconds before the grid up phase start. Grid up phase will be a minute. What are your thoughts on the intervention of the intervention of the Promo Department's safety car in this one? You feel like we're gonna see it?
Yeah, definitely. Surprised we didn't see the safety car on the first lap, to be honest. I feel like that was a bit of a. There should have been one. Jake Jackson and Brian Borg in the wall. I don't know. I don't know. I reckon there will be, but it will be lap 1, turn 1, or turn 2. What do you reckon for you, though?
I don't know. Yes, potentially. I don't necessarily know that we're going to see it. The racing was relatively clean. All right, there's your starting grid for race number 2. Like we said, Bruce White off of the pole. Amar Sharma to his outside. Dean Hunt and Callan Hodgkinson make up your race number 2. Rick Kuznetsov powered back through 2P6 in that race. We'll start off with P number 5 this one alongside Simon Mazzomo. Keep your eyes on both of those guys. Matt Stewart and Greg Barber, Stephen Lawrence and Sam Muir out of the top 10. Harry Dodds and Peter Pollard. Mal Powell, Toddy Thurban, Corey McFarlane should he return. Jack Pickett, Brian Borg, Jake Jackson, McAvoy, Hughes, Nixon, Meldings, and Blackburn all not taking part this evening, so ignore those names off of the list. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the grid for the final race here on your Thursday night Super Show. Track Day Thursdays. Who's your pick? Who's your pick to race number 2? As the lights start to come on. Somebody's not sat on the grid. I think it's Bruce White. Somebody's launched off the front row. So it's MR Sharma who didn't grid. Crisscross car gets jumped in the middle. That was Callan Hodgkinson. And they're all going to try and squeeze through. They were 3 wide for a couple moments there, and Bruce White has bolted. He's gotten straight to that throttle and straight down the road. Greg Barber's made up quite a few spots here as well. Mazzomo's up to P4. Hodgkinson's holding up a gang of cars, and Kuznetsov to P2 already. He has set the lights on fire. Stewart's going backwards in the early phases of this one. Harry Dodds has picked up a spot. McFarlane has rejoined the server and is out there and in the hunt. We'll see what points he can take away from race number 2. As they enter the middle part of the track, bouncing all over the curb is Pollard right in front of Corey McFarlane. He will not miss an opportunity for an overtake. So they're all just about 2 by 2. A little bit of archie-barchie down underneath the gum tree for the first time from the feature race. That's Muir versus Dodds, and Dodds has got the job done. So Johns will steal a spot away here.
Yeah, Dodds now will be hunting down Stewart right in front of him in the Toyo Sim, Performance Sim Racing. Sam Muir didn't get a good exit out of there.
He's got Pollard
Oh,
though. It's a job done there.
Too bad. Yeah. Up the inside, Peter Pavlak.
Now they'll settle themselves
Oh,
down.
Stefan.
Last corner for the first time
Oh.
in the feature race here tonight. Lawrence trying to get the job done over Dean Hunt. Will get an advantage. Has cleared him. And will start that next lap up in P number 6. Bruce White has been shuffled back to P number 2 as Kuznetsov already leads this race. And here comes Mazomo firing it down the inside straight away. Bruce is going to pinch him tight on that turn, but Mazomo's got great turn, great drive, and gets the job done. Now it's going to be next to line him up will be Hodgkinson, and Barber's all over the rear bumper of Hodgkinson. Will team orders play a part back there in the pack for Crisscross Racing? And down the inside, straight away from Hodgkinson. Oh, contact to the rear of Bruce White. And Barber will be in trouble with the stewards for that one.
Yeah. I mean, in a way, he had nowhere to go, but yeah, that's definitely a penalty. But yeah, it's just such an awkward corner, isn't it? Such an awkward track almost. Oh, someone's off there. Toddy.
Toddy's run wide there on the camera. And
Stewart up the inside. Good run. Corey's got to get the better run though, and he's got the corner. So
He'll
is
be at
Matt
the
gonna get
inside.
it? Corey's getting a bit of a. He's squeezing Matt Stewart on the exit.
So they settle themselves down as they start lap number 3. Sorry, end of lap number 3. Or no, they did start at lap number 3 because leaders already across the start-finish line. Lap's starting to come in. Kuznetsov has bolted 2.5 seconds out the lead. Hodgkinson got through, and he's trying to run through. Dodds has pinched the brake, and he has cut the course. He will have a slowdown penalty to serve, and he'll try and figure his way back out into this pack, side by side with Dean Hunt. Now Stewart's going to try and sneak down the inside, gets the job done on Hunt. Muir's going to take the opportunity to sneak on through, and Pollard lines up. So Hunt loses a ton of spots in just 2 corners.
Up the inside stuff home. Right up the inside. Isn't his nickname Step Van?
Step Van Lawrence, that's the one.
Yeah, that's it. So Corey McFarlane right behind him. On the Hunt, on the crisscross cars. It's so weird. You just always see crisscross cars together. You never see them too far apart, do you?
No, they're always just about right next to each other. So Barber, I'm assuming, is just waiting for the corner pit lane to come down and serve that penalty.
Speaking of old mate Step, where are the Riot Boys in chat tonight?
Step Muller on the back of Matt Stewart here now. Hunting him down. I tell you what, this top 10 inverted, to try and pass around here is hard, isn't it? And that's why Rick just made all those positions up so quickly, didn't he? Probably like 3 corners, he made up 3 positions, 4 positions. So,
yep, so now they're going to try and see what they can get done, ladies and gents. Settling themselves down in and pointing in the right direction.
Yeah.
Who's making moves? Who's on the move? Callum Hodgkinson's doing quite well as well. Greg settled in behind him. Steph Van Lawrence all over his rear bumper. McFarlane's up a ton of spots too. Remember, he started outside the 10, didn't make it into the top 10 in the early renditions of what we're doing here tonight.
Up 9. Is that 9? Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Oh, that's Jack Pickett. That would have been the incident with Brian Bork.
That was from the last race, wasn't it?
No.
That's from this one.
Yeah, there was the same thing. Yeah, Brian Bork got turned around again.
Oh, joy, he is having a lovely night here from Winton. Winton's going to go get removed from his Christmas card list, I think.
Yeah, he's never had good luck at Winton, old ball shorts. Can't be good at every track though, I guess. Corey McFarlane on the move. Look how many spots he's up. Just on the hunt. Rick connects. Rick's moved up 3 seconds. Oh my god. Moved out 3 seconds already. I'm terrible tonight.
Yeah, he's gone. He's setting sail. He is trying to put as much distance between him and the chasing pack because Mazomo's got clear of the guys, and now Hodgkinson's starting to come under assault from Barber as those tyres are starting to fade away.
Under the brakes, bit of a lock-up. Crisscross cars. Just having a bit of a battle there. Harry Dodd's not too far behind him either. Geez, that's third to oh god, P10. Even a bit further back as well. Corey McFarlane going to make a move up the inside. No, the crisscross car's going to hold it. Oh, Stefan right up the inside. It's going to open the door. Just enough racing room there. Yep. Corey McFarlane's right behind. Corey's going to get the good run out.
Oh, McFarlane elbowed off into the barriers. He's going to rejoin in an awkward way, right in front of the field as well. They're going to try and settle themselves down once again, ladies and gents, but we'll see how well that goes for them.
I think Dodds went into the back of Corey here. Just didn't even know he was there.
Oh, look at the shot. Dodds, no, I think he's avoided him. He's done very well there.
Nah, no, he didn't. Smashed into him. Oh, Dodds was doing so well. Had up a few positions and everything. Unlucky for Dodds there. Mate Stewart's going to capitalise on the Dodds. Covering the inside. Smart move there. Do not want to kick that door open. Wonder how much damage Corey McFarlane's got, because it would be rear and front.
Yeah, we'll have to see how well that goes down for him. Oh, actually, it would be side, so he'd just come straight to pit lane and take a fast repair and get his stop out of the way, potentially.
Yeah, well,
but now he's going to have to fuel save to get to the end.
Or wait until he's got enough, or take out all the fuel. As much as he can, sorry. No pit for Dodds. I guess you don't need a lot of, you know, if you do have a damaged car, there's just a bunch of corners. So, oh, Stefan on the right-hand side. Oh, get pushed. Getting pushed by Greg Barber there.
All over the back of him now. Lawrence is going to look for the opportunity on the inside. So Barber's still defending like his money depends upon it. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Place your bets. Stefan Lawrence is going to get the job done down the inside. And now McFarlane's going to try and come back through as well. With a car that is definitely not the straightest it's been this session.
They were in that situation last time. The same three cars. Exactly the same positions. That would have been funny if it would have happened again. Not for them, but... For McFarlane, no, he's not going to move on the outside. Just getting a good run. Crisscross, no. So he's got to hold this...
So they're settling themselves down finally. Lawrence is down 4.5 seconds back from Barber after all of that went on. Sorry, it was Hodgkinson who's dropped in.
Further action apparently with that crash.
Yeah, that's fair. I can see that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, because you can't give Corey a penalty. So, yeah. Definitely just a bit of Corey's put his car in the wrong spot. And that was it. So, yeah. Corey's still doing alright though, so... Very well, so just catching on the back of Stefan now.
Yep, so they'll settle again, continuing to just continue on with this race. So
Dodds just using the two wheels on the dirt there. Sam just trying to find an opening, and he's going to go up the inside. There it is. There's the move. Matt might capitalise on this. No, he's just got to stay there. Doesn't want to get between these two. Greg Barber's just pushed him a little wide there. So he doesn't get the best run. Greg's going to go on the outside. Matt might go up the inside. No. Greg's covered it. Harry Dodds is there as well. Dodds might make a move on Matt.
yeah, so everyone's continuing to just settle themselves in. We're not doing amazing, not doing terrible.
Doing well. Greg's only pulled out 3 seconds. Oh, fueling. Probably saving fuel would be a thing, wouldn't it?
Potentially, yeah. I mean, he
Yeah.
might just be chilling out. Well, it's actually starting to come back at him because Netsov could be catching traffic too,
True. True.
That could start to change the balance of this race.
To be fair, though, Simon is a very quick competitor. He just won a championship in another league for Porsche Cup. So yeah, he's definitely no slow poke, that's for sure.
So something's happened then to Kuznetsov. Unless you're right, he might necessarily be going into port. When you're out that far in the lead, what's the benefit in pushing on?
Oh, well, that's it. You could just save a couple of litres of fuel. Is he fuel saving? Do we know? Oh, look how smooth on the steering wheel.
Yeah, just chilling out, just having fun.
Oh, Stefan and Corey. Oh, bang! That's the second time they've done that.
So McFarlane will be starting to get a little bit sick of that. So
Sam just capitalising on there, just getting 2 spots and going, bye-bye, I'm out of here.
yep.
And Stewart just going up the inside of one of the crisscross cars here. Hodgson, now he's on the outside. Is he going to get the move done? Hodgson's up the inside. Good move by Hodgson. Matt's got the run, though. No, Hodgson's got the run. Well done. Great move. Now on the back, Dean Hunt of Matty Stewart. "40 minutes sounds like a long time around here, doesn't it?"
Well, 12, 13 minutes now on the clock. Only 27 to go. Starting to come up on that halfway mark too.
Indeed. You know when they say, oh, it's sprint racing? Well, the first race was 20 minutes and this race is 40 minutes. Huge race. But, a bit of dirt getting kicked up by Corey on the exit.
Yep, so
Matt Stewart just on the back here. Just being nice and patient. No, in the pits. Wow. First pit.
So first driver filing off to pit lane, and to be perfectly honest, if I'm in Corey McFarlane's shoes, why would I sit out there any longer? I'd duck in a pit lane. I'd get clear.
Yeah. Oh, look at Brian Boyle's car. Huge dent in the front of it. Oh, the size of that dent. That's huge. Massive. Is anyone else pitting? Yeah, look at that. Clean air. Oh, Harry Dodds is pit. Dodds passed him. Wow. So Dodds was our first one to actually pit.
Yep, so Dodds is in. He's looking for that clear air and see what he can do with it. As remember, he's got a huge whack on the front end of his car as well.
Yeah, he got him. Huge contact. Corey before. You know what though? Corey's car just doesn't even look that bad for how much contact there was.
Absolutely. Definitely thought there'd be a little bit more.
Bonnet, front bumper maybe. Oh, that car looks good.
She'll be right, mate.
Oh, she'll be right. Yeah.
Tell you what, that gap from Azomo to Kuznetsov has trickled down just a little bit more.
Yeah, it does. Now I wonder what Rick's doing. Like, is it just pure pace? Is it pushing? Is it like, you know what I mean? Yeah, because we know Simon's a very fast driver in these. Very competitive. Yeah, I think I'm with you about Corey because he's just losing time right now. Plus with the damage, that wouldn't help.
Yeah, we'll have to continue seeing. Stefan Lawrence is continuing to do a good job in the midfield.
Corey McFarlane almost going to the side of Stefan there. Battle in the back there with one of the crisscross cars. I wonder who that is. That would be Dean Hunt back there. Hutchinson. So would you pick early?
I would. I absolutely would. I just don't think... the thing that I've learned about running around here in the TCR last night is that free air is king. The instant you get yourself some fresh air, you're giving yourself some opportunities. But,
Because you're not going to be in the incidents either if there is a crash, so you're all good as well. That's the other thing too. And you're not going to lose time if something's happened. So yeah, right now Corey McFarlane just losing. Well, both of them really, because they're trying to battle. So Matt Stewart and Harry Dodds will capitalise, maybe. There's always a maybe, isn't there? Always. Dean
Always a
Hunt up
maybe.
the inside, great shot there. Up the inside there.
have a look at Bruce Wyatt. How well he's doing tonight. I mean, he's, obviously got a tag in the rear, but he's recovered very, very well. Callan Hodgkinson's got the elbows out, and he's been defending.
I mean, Bruce White's always been quick, in the F3s. He did amazing last night in the F3s. Battling Matty Jones, which, the only one that we have seen battling Matty Jones is Chris Holland. And, he was getting the teeth out, and the old shark, I was calling him last night, and, he was absolutely killing it out there. And, yeah, Bruce is a mate of mine. Oh, Dean Hunt just used a load of curve there. Yeah, Bruce is an old mate of mine. As Hodgson up the inside there. Good move. Dean's just let him go there. Good move. Smart driving. Didn't want to lose time. Harry Dodds. Matt Stewart behind him. Just passing Mal Power. Alright, they are the guys that are making up the most time right now. Doing well.
That's just it. You just got to keep yourself in there. You got to get out there, continuing to push on.
Yep, definitely. You just got to be. You just got to keep the car on track, don't you? Because you've already seen Corey McFarlane, Harry Dodds. They've had incidents with Brian Borg. They've all had incidents, but some of these other guys just kept it clean. So yeah, it's been good. Matt Stewart trying to get by Mal Power right now. Losing a little bit of time from Harry Dodds.
Yep, so continuing to assault the rear bumper here, Matt Stewart. This is not what he wanted after the pit stop. Be all the traffic that he's having to cut his way back through, but he's doing a great job through the traffic.
Really well. Up the inside, Hodgkinson's on Dean Hunt again. It looks like last lap, exact same move. Yes, no one else has pitted. It's a very early stop. Maybe that's all they need to get the end. It'd have to be. So about halfway coming up. Or halfway now.
Well, halfway marks now in the book, ladies and gentlemen. Rick Polivnik's actually going to jump in the chat and said, sorry boys, I couldn't make it tonight. I'm going to see you again next week. Thank you, Rick. Appreciate you dropping by and at least telling us that you're still interested to see us. We appreciate that. Obviously, the real world takes precedence, and that's very, very important.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Thanks for coming along, mate. Appreciate it. Stefan.
Still looking to hang on from Corey McFarlane. McFarlane, I mean, if he could just keep the car on track, he'd be going forwards.
Yeah.
Not every lap, not every corner is an opportunity going to make itself available, but if you're sitting there and, you're at least right on the rear bumper and you're not making contact with anything every lap or putting the car in risky positions, you're giving yourself an opportunity. And I think that's
Yeah,
Matt
100%.
Stewart's biggest strength, and I think it's one of Corey McFarlane's biggest weaknesses.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Matt's always been like that. He's always, you know, he's my teammate at the end of the day, and he's always told me to wait, you know, for corners, because I used to just throw it up the inside, you know. And, yeah, Matt's definitely taught me to not do that. Yeah, like, see there, he's done it again. Like, the move's not on. Like, now he's setting the back out. They've lost time. At this point, Harry Dodds and Matt Stewart are going to get him on the undercut.
Yep, so it's getting into the pits early, getting that clear traffic, and getting out as soon as you possibly can and getting aggressive with every single possible way that you can.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Bruce White and Dean Hunt on board. I'm surprised no one's picked up Bruce White yet.
Yeah.
Good little driver.
Yeah, he's reasonable. No, he's a good mate of Cowie's too, so that's where he's come from within the series.
Yep.
Well, the only battle going on out on track at the moment is actually Bruce White's catching Dean Hunt, and this one on screen at the moment, Corey McFarlane. But we're still waiting for that pit window to close and everything to settle down in that respect.
Mm. Yeah. Look at both of them, like, look how much damage they've got on their car. So much damage. It's gonna go for another move. Nope. Just wait for another opportunity. The dirt gets flicked up from Corey McFarlane.
So still not generating that opportunity. McFarlane's got damage too. So that would be another reason that he should be getting down in the pit lane. Instead of just sneaking around. Unless he's trying to go as long as he possibly can on the hopes of a safety car. Gee, that'd spice things up, wouldn't it?
Dean Hunt.
Yes? It's gone. Yeah, Bruce White's got by him. So Bruce White's starting to make some time up back onto Callan Hodgkinson as well.
So Bruce White's just been called to readdress Dean Hunt. I think that's what it was. Ray Stewart is just figuring out what's going on. And, yeah, taking control of that situation, so well done. Yeah, they're losing a lot of time, and look how much damage has got in the car. Stefan's got a bit of a gap now. Bit of clean air. Be breathing now. Or not. Oh, no, either that. But, good to see Corey in another thing of SRWs though. The Cup car besides the Supercar. So he normally races on Sunday night. What does Stefan
I want to see him in a TCR, to be perfectly honest, Corey. Stefan's was racing some trucks. I don't think he is racing trucks this year, but he's also run the V8 Supercars. I really want to see a couple of these right boys jump in TCRs. Although they're not big hairdressers.
Yeah, TCRs would be good. That's what I'm looking forward to next season, Scott.
Did I tell you I got a new haircut, mate? Yeah, I did. I showed you the haircut yesterday. Yeah, I got all my gorgeous locks cut off.
Oh wow!
Can't be a quick in a hairdresser's car and have unruly hair, mate.
That's it, mate. That's it.
Big shout out from Sean McNamara over on Facebook as well. Said, let's go, Mazomo. Good to see the team support coming through. Mazomo is surging here. He's sort of settled in. P2 looks like it's going to be as far as he's going to get up. I'll tell you what, Muir's not made a lot of progress. Oh no, he's up to P4. So that's on track for a round victory nearly for Sam Muir. It's going to be real tight. The points are going to be super mixed up.
Tell you what, 9-5 had a very good week. I've been keeping up to date, you know, Facebook and everything. Johnny got a win last night in the DTEs, and from the Racecraft boys, they got a podium this weekend, and I was this week they got a couple of podiums. So from Racecraft and 9-5, they've been doing really well, and with Sonomo's championship. So a bit of contact, Dean Hunt and Bruce White. Look at that.
That was not sexy.
that's Bruce White just calls in race control. That was a bit rough.
Well, he's got a case, so yeah, there we go. Well, the battling's continued on. Cars starting to file through the lane. Quick and heavy now. Stefan Lawrence and McFarlane in at the same time. That's not good for Corey McFarlane. He needed to come that 1 lap early, or he needed to go the 1 lap longer. He's opted to go at the exact same time.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I just don't get it. You just cannot sit in the toe.
Yeah, I mean, if it was a Phillip on F3, as we saw last night with toe, is such a big thing, you know, you gain 2 to 3 tenths. If you didn't have the toe, why would you bother with it, you know? But you don't need toe around here, so yeah, I'm 100% with you.
The other thing is, I like splitting the race in half in the Porsches because they are tyre heat dependent.
Yeah,
it gives you the opportunity to just cool those tyres down. Because Netsov's come up on, was that Toddy?
Toddy, yeah.
Was Toddy. And Toddy's taken the avoiding action.
Good avoidance from Toddy there.
So Mazomo can still see Kuznetsov, but that ship has just about sailed. It's going to take a miracle now, and potentially a mistake from Kuznetsov. But second place from Mazomo is a great result. Absolutely accept that one every day of the week. Qualifying performance was right there and thereabouts. It was good enough. The race just wasn't from race number 1.
Yeah.
It's a little bit interesting. Feels wrong doing Porsche Cup without Adam Hughes out there.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It really does. Hey, God's just getting on the radio. But yeah, it does. It definitely does. Yeah, but you know, I wonder if he's watching the stream, supporting his teammates, Greg Barber and Hutchinson. You know?
He's never a huge team supporter, Adam Hughes. Absolutely not. Would not support his team. How good was the jump in the TCRs last night, coming up through that ripple strip?
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Just mwah. Beautiful.
Oh, McFarlane down the inside on Stefan Lawrence. And they've gone toe-to-toe for long enough. Lawrence is going to shove the nose back. He's not done with this one.
Oh, he shut the door there. Matt Stewart and Harry Dodds didn't overtake Stefan and Corey. How? That's very interesting.
Interesting indeed. Oh, there we go. Exit stage right, Stefan Lawrence. And now he's going to need to rebuild it. Announcement tomorrow as well, lads, from Sean McNamara. Something new lurking in the neighborhood, but only if you're a Send It Sim Sports driver. Oh, sorry, my apologies. Simon Mazzamo was 1-9. Oh, that's you guys. 1-5. I'm used
9-5.
to it.
Yeah, so 9-5.
It's not on the screen, I've forgotten it, alright?
Well, they got new liveries, 9-5. So, a bit more white to the liveries now, so look very good. Very nice from old McNamara. Very good.
Assuming that there's a very, very good reason for new liveries, and that that may be the announcement coming fresh tomorrow from Sean McNamara in the 9-5 boys.
Yep. Always get the community around to see what's happening. You know, everyone gets around it and see what the excitement's about. So yep. If you're not there and on Facebook, 9-5 Sid Sports, go and check him out. Plug in his own team. How good am I?
That's it. We're all about the supporting of the driving culture here at Sim Racing World. Final 10 minutes now of the race. Half an hour in the book in the feature race. And there is not a single car on track within 1.5 seconds of another car.
Yeah. Yeah. Bit spread out. It's alright though. Sam Muir on the trying to chase down Greg Barber.
Well,
Rex in the... Oh.
Rick and Mizomo both empty their tanks before coming to pit lane, and that's a wise decision.
Second. Is Sam pitted?
No,
Okay, I was about to say.
neither is Barber.
Okay.
So they would probably be in. You gotta say it's gonna be the next lap.
Yeah. Yeah. It'd have to be. That's
There's
a
no-
long time though, isn't it?
Oh, they're a big tank in the Porsche. They're about 110 litre tank from memory.
Brian Ball on the radio. For an incident.
Something's happened to Brian Borg. And with 8.5 minutes on the clock, starting to get the feeling that maybe all she wrote. Yeah, there's no way that Barber and Muir haven't pitted.
Yeah. It'd be pretty good if they can make it though.
Well, that may be why they've been so placid and so content within their race strategy. And up, Barber's in. And it'll be interesting to see whether Sam does follow. And indeed he does. Yep, so the whole field now has served their trip to pit lane to grab fresh fuel. No fresh rubber consumed by most of our entries here tonight. Unless your name's Harry Dodds.
No.
Hope you remember to turn his tyres off tonight.
Oh, how bad was that? That could have been dreadful.
Well held in the end, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he did very well. It's good to see Dodds getting results, you know, like he's got 2 in a row now. Like, how good's that for...
Oh,
Dodds?
somebody wired down there at turn number 1. It's the chef
Toddy.
again. Taking
yeah.
himself for a trip through the grass. Mizomo will recirculate and take P number 2, so... Was Barber again ahead of Muir? That was the previous? Yes, that was the previous
Yeah.
one because Barber was leading.
But no, it was good to see Dodds get the win, and yeah, he's on a bit of a roll, so it's good to see. You getting a P3 yesterday too, mate? You must have been pretty static.
Spewing actually.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, you take everything together and you say, hey, I don't have that incident in the first couple of laps on P1. So, frustrated,
True.
but I found my rhythm at the end of the race, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. It's all about, like, that's what I've been noticing recently, it's just rhythm, isn't it? It's all about rhythm. So, but yeah, Manny Stewart and Harry Dodds. Closest battle on track so far. And Stefan right in front.
I'm sure Dodds was in P6, so Dodds has fallen off the road again.
You might be right about that, actually. So... I'm just having a think. If Sam stays where he is, he wins the round, surely.
Not necessarily.
Don't reckon?
No, Kuznetsov finished P6. No, it'd be Kuznetsov just. It'd be Kuznetsov by a couple points, I'd say.
You reckon? Because he started P6.
No, he started P5 in this race, which means he finished P6. But it's double the points for the second race.
Oh, right.
So,
Yeah.
effectively, if he would have finished 8th or so, then it would have been Sam Muir around
Right.
victory. I'm actually looking at Mizomo. Where did Mizomo finish in the first race?
5th.
Oh. Yeah, he did too.
Oh, hang
But-
on. Is it Simon?
No, I don't think it is. Where was Greg? Greg finished P3 in the first race as well, so it might be Greg Barber. Greg Barber might be on for a sneaky little round victory here.
Could be, actually. Yeah.
Because he
Yeah,
finished
yeah.
in the podium in the first race.
Yeah, he definitely could. If Sam got P3, though, for sure he'd win. That's what I'm thinking. P1 and P3.
It'd be very... Yeah, he'd need to finish P3. I think if he finishes... where he is, it's difficult. It's very, very difficult. It's going to be very tight across the points for the round, and that's the critical
We
thing,
know
ladies
it's
and gentlemen.
Simon, Rick. No, it's all 4 of them. Hang on.
Simon, Rick, Greg, and Sam. Yeah, so the top 4 from the feature race. So the 4 that are in the hunt for your overall round results tonight. It's going to be very difficult to assess.
I'm going to say Greg's got it, to be honest. I really do. Because Rick's finished in P6. Sam finished in P1. Greg,
Can we just call it a 4-way tie for the round overall tonight, and then call it a wrap? That's it, boys.
Oh.
Well done.
done. Yeah, done. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, where did Corey finish? P15.
Yeah, so he's completely utterly out of the hunt.
Yeah. Two minutes to go on the clock now.
So 2 laps?
On my clock it is.
Yep, 2 laps. It'll be 2 laps. Yep.
Yep.
But it is basically locked in at this point. Greg Barber's actually starting to come back at Mazomo, so his tyre life has been phenomenal. I think he's going to be just shy, though. Unless Mazomo's underfilled that car. But he's coming at a rate of knots. He's closing. Stewart's starting to make some ground up now on Stefan Lawrence, so another battle potentially. There's a few guys that are sort of dancing on eggshells towards the tail end of this race, and they've got their fuel calculations slightly wrong. Like Adam Hughes last night, getting his fuel calculations absolute bang spider on. Could not have picked that any better.
Yeah. He's always on the nail, though, with fuel, though, isn't he? What was it? Porsche Cup in Phillip Island? How was that? Saved 2 laps of fuel at the start, then went to the end full, just full to the wall. Now, I've always seen it, if you save that first, there's a pit stop. If you save 2 laps in that first stint, fill up a full tank for the next one, you don't have to save it all. But that's how I've always seen it, though.
It's always easier to save when you're in a pack as well, but at the same time,
I know.
when it's a reverse grid, you've got to get pushing on through that pack. So, anyway, 1.5 left on the clock. That says to me that Rick Kuznetsov is 1.5 laps from home. Indeed, he's coming down to 3 corners to go. So 3 corners in a lap. He's had it just about all his own way. And Greg Barber has taken another 10th or so out. McFarlane's had an issue.
I think he just left.
Corey McFarlane has had an issue. Corey McFarlane in pit lane.
Did he just leave?
So something has gone on for Corey McFarlane, and that is it for the Senate Sim Sports driver. Not been the best night at the office for him.
No, not at all. Just got caught up in a lot of incidents and just had to battle with Stefan. And
what is the biggest thing I've told you this week in terms of your drivability and everything, Connor? You make your own luck, isn't it?
yeah, pretty much. It is, isn't it? And, you know, I think you make your own luck, and when Scotty says that, it's more just staying out of the stuff, you know, not getting involved with people and just setting the car up in the right spot. And look at Matt Stewart, he's in P6.
You don't have to fight for every apex. Indeed, there are some apexes you shouldn't fight for, and you don't have to be as close quarters as sometimes a lot of people push their cars to the absolute limit. Harry Dodds has done a remarkable recovery drive here tonight, back up to P7 in the feature race, and that is starting to look more and more like the Dodds that we want to see more of. He's got the pace, he's got the ability. It's when he wants to show it's the different matter whatsoever. He's coming of age.
How old's Doddsy coming on to now?
No clue. Don't even ask. Well, time has now expired. Rick Kuznetsov lights him up from the final corner. Big old wiggle on down the main straight. He's celebrating in style. The Premier Racing Team driver PRT. 6 number 1 on that windshield banner once again. Simon Mazomo's just about to cross the start-finish line. Greg Barber just about gets back to sneak away P number 2. That would have locked up probably a round victory for Greg Barber. Sam Muir, P1, P4 will not be upset with that. Great racecraft from our 4th place finisher here tonight. Step down Lawrence is still 24 seconds back from those guys, and Matty Stewart is closing down on him. The celebrations will begin for Rick Kuznetsov.
Sure, Brian Borg would be very happy with his driver tonight. Finishing P1 and doing pretty well in the first race, and finishing P6 in the first race. What do we do for the... Do we just wait until race control finishes up?
I mean, I have no clue, mate. I have absolutely no clue. We'll talk to the feature race winners if worst comes to worst, and Rick Kuznetsov will be amongst those. So,
if I had to base it on who it was, I reckon it might be... I reckon Greg Barber, Simon, then maybe Rick, I reckon.
I honestly cannot pick it. The gaps are going to be minute.
Yeah, it would be. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, like you said, it'd be F all, as I should say. But yeah.
Well, what around chaos once again reigned at Winton Raceway for your Porsche Cup 992 Carrera Cup Championship. Proudly brought to you by DSL Welding. In the round sponsored tonight, Warren and Brown Tools. Big shout out to everyone else that makes it possible as well. Melville Equipment Corporation, Racecraft Simulations, Toyo Sim, Dragon RC, and the promo department. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll get a podium here from the feature race to us in just a few moments. Points are obviously going to be quite tight. It's going to be quite difficult to figure that one out. That's not my specialty. Math? I don't do math.
Thought you could with numbers though, Scotty.
I'm good with looking at speed. I just read what's off the dash in front of me. That's about it.
Fast numbers. Yeah. Oh,
And let the celebrations begin. I think that's Greg Barber throwing the haircut around for a few doughies. And Mazzomo's already lined his way up on the grid.
So what happens with Adam using the points then?
He'll just have to take a drop round. You get one drop round per season, so he'll just have to go ahead and take that one. So
yeah, oh, that's gonna be tight.
well, that's why it's there. Is because should the worst happen, should something come up, should somebody slip, trip, and fall and have to run to the hospital.
Yeah, take it. Yeah. Right, we better start pulling them in, shall we? We've got Simon.
We'll just wait up and see if we can get Greg Barber.
Just wait for old Greg. Apparently had a really good battle at the ends. Greg, mate.
Yeah, sorry, mate. I was slipping out of VR there. So. Hey.
All good, brother. You were starting to hunt down Simon there at the tail end of the race. So obviously the tyre wear was good, the tyre life was good, but that was just a little bit of chaos there from Winton.
Yeah, it's a tricky little track, as you know. Really hard to pass, and you've got to push really hard if you want to get onto a bloke of similar pace. So, yeah, a couple of little mistakes in both races. Cost me a little bit tonight, but pretty happy to come away with what I have 2 third places. So, pretty happy there.
That's what we're just doing. I mean, never ask a commentator to do mathematics for you in the back of a podium. But we, at this stage, we've both got you pegged, I think, for... it's either going to be first, second, or third on the round. The points are going to be like, there's going to be nothing between them in terms of the overall round. But it's just keep yourself clean, keep the car clean, and pick up the points where you can tonight.
Yeah. Look, race 1, I sort of, when I saw, I think it was Corey just tagged the back of... can't remember who was in the lead there. Might have been Rick, actually.
It was Rick Kuznetsov.
Yeah, when I saw him tag the back of Rick and send him round, I thought, oh, look out. Okay, Sam and me 1-2 now, because I was pretty certain that Corey would get penalised for it. I sort of said to myself, all right, just got to tuck in behind Sam here and bring second place home in race 1, because I had a little bit of extra pace, but nothing I could use to try and pass him. And yeah, what did I do? Put it in the grass. So that cost me a spot there. Then
that
race
might-
2, pretty much the same deal. Just ran it off the right-hand side of the road like I've done 180 times in practice.
Well, that's just about the first circuit through all the tracks now for Porsche Cup, and it's been tight. It's been tricky. I'm just trying to look because I know we've got quite a few layouts in other series where we're using short layouts. Porsche Cup. So with Winton Raceway out of the way, it will be just a rerun through the first 4 rounds. So next week will be the full circuit of Oran Park, Phillip Island, Sandown, and Winton. No short circuits for the Porsche Cup. So the first race from Oran Park, it caused chaos. The reverse grid caused chaos. We've at least got the normal round again there this week, so it'll be 2040. It'll just be the full duration, which will be a fair bit easier than having to try and come back through from a reverse grid, mate. But reverse grids, they always spice life up just a little bit, just enough.
Yeah, they're good fun because they don't put the guys who do well in the first race right up the back so that they're really up against it, and it just gives enough interest for those guys to come through from sort of, the bottom half of the top 10 and makes it interesting. I actually quite like the format. I'd be happy to do the sprint format every week.
Yeah, I agree with that. Thoroughly agree. Particularly for the TCRs last night, that was absolute banging. On to the remainder of the season. Sprint round from Phillip Island with the shorter racing. Obviously, like you said, you're quite happy with that one. But the field itself as a whole didn't have too many dramas trying to get through and overtake it. What is a tricky to overtake out track?
Are you talking about Phillip Island?
Oh, well, I'm saying from here tonight, you had quite a few dramas. Didn't have as many dramas as the rest of your team seemed to have.
Yeah, well, what does that say about the rest of my team?
First and foremost, that Adam Hughes needs to get a new energy supplier.
I think he's fallen foul of Labor energy policy, but yeah. So he had a power failure tonight and told me he wouldn't be here, and to be honest, I was a little bit happy about that because I know how good he is. It gives me a chance. But no, it was good tonight. I was actually pretty happy with my pace here this week, and it's getting better all the time. So I'm starting to come to grips with the car because, as you know, I dropped off it a bit after the patch came out a few weeks ago.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, driver that finishes in P2 here tonight is going to be, P3 here from both races is Greg Barber. Greg, who's the sponsors that make it possible for you, my friend?
Yeah, mate. Obviously, a big shout out to SRW for putting the whole thing on, and you boys in Race Control for popping in and running it for us. Crisscross Racing, Smoke Studio, Jennifer Russell Real Estate, A&E Boards, June Designs, Palmerston Bakery, Shunt Scenery, and Poolmaster Bayside are our guys. So they're all in our corner, and thanks again for showing up to and offering to have your name on the side of our car.
And just let me know when Jake's fine to send along one of those Whitey's pies, yeah?
I was about to say that.
Oh, mate. Whitey's pies. Is that a part of Crisscross Racing? I don't know. Of course, Whitey's. I do a bit of driving for Whitey's in the endurance races, so yeah, they're right up there as well. I'll give them some credit.
Get a mad feed from Whitey's. They are the endurance feed of Crisscross, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Greg Barber finishes in P3 in your feature race tonight. Can't confirm or deny any point settings at this point in time. Thank you very much for your time, Greg.
All right, mate. Thanks, guys.
Have a good one, mate.
Moving right along, we'll grab Simon Mazzomo. Finishes in P2 tonight. Simon, that was a little bit up, a little bit down, a little bit here, a little bit there, and right round in a couple of circles. That was not an easy racetrack to take onto the Porsche.
No, definitely not. It's the third time I've done it this year, and I don't want to come back ever again. It's just
bad news. We're back here in 3 weeks' time.
Yeah,
4 weeks time. Sorry, 4 weeks.
I'd put that out of my mind, and then you just had to go and remind me. So, well, it'll be alright. We'll tweak the setup a little bit more. We definitely had a major step in the right direction. I haven't ever felt that comfortable around here in a very long time, and I actually had that kind of pace in a very long time. So we found something in the setup that's definitely tweaked, so just got to work on it a little bit more, and I reckon might get a little bit more time out of it. So it's good progress.
I was going to say, mate, you got a championship win I saw on Facebook, mate. Well done on that.
Ah, thanks, mate. Yeah, that one That's the one I've been trying to win for a very long time. Ever since I started getting into the Porsches, the league that I wanted in was sort of what brought me to the Porsches, and ever since I'm like, I need to win that league. So yeah, no, it was good to finally get that wrapped up during the week. So yeah, I can relax a lot more and just focus on having a bit more fun in these things at the moment.
Yeah, 100%, man. Does that give you a bit more confidence in the car, just like confidence in you almost, just with you and your driving now that you've got championship under your belt?
I was actually finding a bit of confidence in general. Obviously, we saw what happened last round. We were here at Sandown, which I have figured out what I did wrong. But I was starting to develop a bit more confidence with it, and it was actually obviously the AG round that just went past that sort of helped me a lot more with that. So obviously race 1 I was a little bit too confident into turn 3 and just spat it straight off the track. But yeah, it is one of those things where you have a really good race and yeah, your confidence just builds from that. And it's probably the same thing with this one. Like that, the first race was a bit shaky, but I still felt like I had decent pace. And that race there, like it was just managing it the whole entire time. Like I knew I wasn't gonna be quicker than Rick. There was a stage where I was starting to pull him in, and I thought, okay, this is good. But yeah, the whole thing was just managing it, and yeah, I think that's probably the best race I've ever put together at Winton. So yeah, same thing. It's just going to help that confidence grow even more.
100%, mate. And we've seen the new liveries on the car, and they look absolute smick, mate.
They look amazing. I've never been a huge fan of chrome rims. But when Sean sent us a preview shots, he had the cars in chrome, and he basically said, yeah, this is what we're going to be running. And that was the first time I said, yep, I'm happy to run chrome, because yeah, the paint just looks amazing. So yeah, no, very, very proud to be able to fly those colors. And yeah, I think probably half a second came from that paint job alone, or at least that's what we'll say anyway.
Yeah, that's what I said about the new paints coming out. But yeah, yeah, mate, 100%. And who would you like to thank from your sponsors, Mum, Dad, and everyone, mate?
Oh man, I haven't thanked Mum and Dad since the karting days. But anyway, thanks Mum and Dad. Big thanks to the team, Racecraft, Turned In Race Apparel, RSW Graphics, Racing Ears, Cutting Edge Tracks, FU Suicide, RB Media, and yeah, just a big thanks to all the guys for racing tonight. Actually, the racing was really, really good, and especially thanks to Greg as well, who pushed me at the end of that final race. Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, and just want to say, mate, Braden really enjoyed racing with you last week. He thought it was great. So have a good week, mate, and probably see you next week.
Yeah, hopefully. That was actually a lot of fun racing him, and we had a little bit of a battle when we did the Supercars on Sunday night. So yeah, hopefully he's back next week. I want to have another race again.
Too easy, mate. I'll let him know, but too easy, man. Have a good one.
No worries. Thanks, guys.
See you, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Here we go.
P2 from this one was Simon Mazzomo. Now we'll finish off with the winner here tonight. He's making a habit of this. It's Rick Kuznets. Rick, we're just talking to Simon. It was not the cleanest night at the office, but it was basically the same up and down the field. Sometimes just got to grab some points when and where you can grab them.
Yeah, we won't talk about race 1. Race 1 was a bit of a shocker. Getting spun was alright. I mean, it happens, but I was coming back, and then one of our cars decided to lose on a straight, and I had nowhere to go, so it's a bit unfortunate, but yeah, it's all good.
Mate, sometimes that's racing, and obviously wearing it quite well as well. Look, I mean, in terms of things, you said it, not the easiest night at the office, but it's Winton. You got to expect that when you come to Winton. You're going to expect close quarters racing. You're going to expect just that little bit of contact.
Yeah, 100%. It's such a tough track, and overtaking is pretty difficult. So having raw pace is really important around here, and just trying to keep it clean as well.
Talk to us in terms of Winton. We've now run just about through every Aussie track, with the exception being Bathurst, which will be the season finale. So we're going to run through that list yet again. Which track do you feel the most comfortable of the 4 we've done so far?
I've only done one, so I don't actually know which ones you guys have done, to be honest. I've only done Oran Park, but I'm pretty sure you guys did Phillip Island and obviously Winton.
On Sandown, Winton, And Oran Park, yeah, with a 4. Yep, so Phillip Island, Oran Park, Sandown, Winton. Yeah, that's 4. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I'm going out of my mind. Yeah, so which one of those 4 do you feel most comfortable at, my friend?
They're all pretty like Oran Park's probably my least comfortable, but all the other tracks I'm pretty comfortable with all of them because I've done so many laps in Supercars. So yeah, they're all pretty good to me, to be honest.
All right, mate, and finally, there's a lot of shout-outs going on over in terms of stream. Obviously, the Racecraft boys, there's 2 different sets of Racecraft teams. It's so good just to, even when the sponsors are shared across the board, it's good to see the results from drivers with similar sponsors doing well.
Yeah, 100%. John from Racecraft helps me a lot, so it's good to use his brand to help everyone out. So yeah, thanking Racecraft and also Track School for coming aboard.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rick Kuznetsov takes out the feature race winner here from Winton Raceway here tonight. And that is going to sign, seal, and deliver us here from Winton. 2 different nights here this week, Connor, and it's given us 2 very different experiences. One chaos-filled, cars off constantly, contact being made left, right, and center. And the other one was just about clean, good old-fashioned clean racing, but 2 different styles of cars as well. That can't be understated.
Yeah, 100%. We had so many different type of racing, just from this week already, and so much action. And we'll see what happens at the end of the week. And we still got GT3s tomorrow. Then we got the Supercars on Sunday, so it should be a ripper. And yeah, should be good.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, tomorrow night, your GT3 Enduro, the 90-minute mini Enduros. It's been a real feature of the Sim Racing World calendar each and every week on your Friday nights. I'll be stepping out of the broadcast for that one. Connor will continue to bring you all the coverage. Then on Sunday night, the pair of us return once again to go racing in the big things with tons of power and very little wings. It's the V8 Supercars. Once again, coming to you from the Australian tracks. It's a big shout out to DSL Welding Services and the round sponsor, of course, Warren & Brown Tools, to make things all possible here tonight for your Carrera Cup action from Winton Park. Rick Kuznetsov's your race 2 winner. Simon Mazzomo and Greg Barber, your podium from that one. I've been Scotty Rattlegun Rankin. He's Connor Pixie Nixon. Behind the stream is the Howie. Nathan Shibby Howard, and that is it. We are signed, sealed, and delivered from Winton Park, ladies and gents. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow night for GT3.
Bye.